Hello everyone, my name is Putty and welcome back for another edition of Dunes of Utapau. I'm joined, as always, although it's becoming increasingly infrequent to have all four here, by Marshall Pierce, Chris Tuvesik, Charles Smith, and Corey Wadsworth. Welcome to Dunes of Utapau. What is it, week 9, 8?
My god, the doxing continues.
52.
Yeah.
But he's just so happy to know my last name now.
Oh, it's just so posh. It's like you're a lord of some place.
Clearly.
Yeah. How's everyone doing this week? Chris, where the fuck have you
good.
been?
Dead.
Let's not talk about that.
One question he knew we were going to answer, didn't have an answer.
Nope. Okay, let's move past the awkwardness. How's everybody else doing this week?
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
I'm doing alright. You know, just downed about like a gallon of smoothie, and I'm ready to go for a few hours. Let's roll!
I just realized we
Something I
haven't
can.
been doing the recap last session thing recently. So Charles, why didn't you recap last session?
So last session we went to Quarzite. Macavo got the Corellian plague a bit worse on that day, and stayed behind as we went and fought giant crystal monsters, and ripped out a Quarzite crystal from the center of a giant freaking crystal monster. It was not fun. That's where I got my arm ripped off. And we're also potentially talking about raiding the Jacka's starship with the huts.
I mean, we are going to be raiding. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the hotel place, whatever, across the street from the huts.
It's
We
across
also
the
might-
city. It's like probably like a mile and a half away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always had it pictured that they were just, across the street from each other, giving angry glares.
They're at opposite corners of the city.
No one crosses the street.
Okay, well that's a pretty good summary. Where we left off, the two people we'll be starting with this episode, Kasari had just, passed out in Bacta while Merkaba had just passed out outside of Bacta. And as Kasari, you finish getting your crystals removed by the droids, you notice a stirring Merkaba coming back to consciousness.
I love how our consciousness is back to based.
I say, Merkava? Are you okay? You need water?
Probably.
I go and get him some water.
Okay.
I will chortle it down through my disgusting face.
Oh god. I look on in horror as I see him drink. It's so gross.
Make a hard resilience check, Merkaba, to see how you feel.
Oh,
Oh no.
no, I am invested in resilience now. I still don't expect anything.
Well, at
I
least you
failed.
got a triumph.
Okay, so you're still feeling the ill effects. You're feeling a fire in your throat, a really unnatural feeling in your stomach. You're not feeling well, but you do feel enough willpower and energy to power on through it and put on a cheery exterior. And Kasari won't notice that you're actually ill at the moment. You're looking quite well, actually, to her.
Ah. Vomits and not visual.
Invisible
Means-
vomit.
Yes, exactly. Triumphant invisible vomit. Yeah, so anyway, how long was I out this time?
You were out for, what was it, I don't know, just like a day.
3 hours.
Oh yeah, so,
Oh, well, 3 hours most recently. He was bedridden for the day, yeah.
yeah.
Alright, well... Alright. Well, at least I couldn't have missed much.
Yeah.
I expect no big news.
Yep. There's 2 tiny pieces of news. Just really teensy tiny. And then there's a third piece of news. So we'll call it 3 pieces of news. And why not?
Well, if it's 3...
We'll call it 4
I mean-
for luck. So-
four is my lucky number,
So
so I'm sure it's all good news.
First piece of news. Wait, did you already know that Celeste is now hanging out with us? Was that already something he knew?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there the first session. So
That's right, okay. Second piece of news. We are currently discussing the possibility of wiping out the Jackers for another criminal syndicate. Or, no, they're technically not criminals, but they're definitely not, you know. Anyway, they're like casino bosses. And then we were fighting a crystal demon in a cave, and it
Was it pretty?
well, not when it was angry. And
Oh.
and well, Cedric accidentally got his hand stuck inside of it, and I was forced to surgically remove his arm.
I like how Kasari's already spinning that story.
Wait, his hand got stuck,
Well,
and you took his arm?
his whole arm, really, not just his hand. See, his lightsaber. Oh no, not his lightsaber. See, there was a lightsaber crystal stuck in the monster, and he reached down to go get it, and it closed around his arm.
Why didn't you just cut the crystals?
Well, anyway, and then it got really, really upset about all this, and it shot me into a wall and put basically put a giant chunk of crystal into my arm. And long story short, I'm now completely I'm gonna die if I don't get a blood transfusion soon. Soon-ish. I've got at least a week, I think.
yeah.
Maybe even a month, but you know, it will.
Or else a
eventually-
few years, you know, it's in remission.
But
It's like cancer.
death is inevitable.
Okay, so what are we doing about that? Well, Cedric's arm and your killer blood.
Well, I got a week to worry about it. Let's relax a little. I'm keeping
I'm
an
sure
eye-
Republic healthcare is good. We
Well-
won't be on a waiting list for long.
I'll say this. I was thinking about it myself, and the nearest two planets that I think have a good chance of having the kind of healthcare that could fix my arm or my whole body, sorry, not my arm, would be, we could go back to Corellia, or we could go to Naboo, which I think will probably have some really good medical care.
Well, obviously we should go with whatever's the best, because,
Well, I'm not sure which would be better. I mean, Corellia is just a really big planet, so I assume they have medical care. But I know that Naboo is, very, very nice. They don't have litter. It's just a nice place. Anyway.
They don't have too much sand.
Yeah. Oh,
But
well,
they have Gungans.
they have some
Isn't that-
sand. They do.
And that's justification enough to never visit the planet.
Are they considered sapient yet in canon, real quick?
Yes.
Ah, damn it. So we could just kind of maybe commit a little cathartic genocide.
Whoa, what?
Whoa. You hear a whisper in the back of your head. I like cathartic genocide.
So, Kasari begins to scratch herself, and then she says, "Why don't we, get you up and walking?"
Okay.
Do you guys want to catch up with the other two?
Sure.
Okay, so you all meet up at this at the entrance to the city, which somehow it took you two, Charles and Celeste, ages to get there for narrative reasons. But you all arrive at the same time, coincidentally.
I would like to imagine it's probably because Charles is still getting used to the fact that he's missing an arm.
Yeah, he falls over a couple times because of the lack of balance. You've got to help him up and stuff.
So
It takes too
uncoordinated.
long. And you all arrive at the center of the city, where the individual who let you in originally greets you three and points at you, Merkava, and says, "You haven't paid the entry fee. 10 credits."
No, I'll toss him 20 just to keep him quiet.
Oh, he says, like grabbing the credits out of your hand viciously and cradling them.
What have you done?
Wait,
What
I
have
never-
you done?
I never get tips, mister. This'll buy me dinner.
oh, enjoy that.
Trust me, you don't want to be stuck in a tip-based salary system.
No, we're talking. It's great. It's really fair and fun. You know what? It provides opportunities to earn more, so it's even better,
So
right?
anyway, yeah. So where are we going? We're going to the evil people, bad people.
We're
Yeah.
going to the casino, people, so I can get a new arm.
Wait, you haven't gotten a new arm yet?
No,
We've been dealing with, an occasional tumble or two from Cedric.
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
Also, I like how you asked you haven't got a new arm yet. Yeah, you can. It's a pretty easy thing to see just by looking at him.
Look, no one said I was Mrs. Observant.
So, real
You're
quick,
apparently a doctor, though.
Cedric, apparently arms are a thing for you. Do you want me to teach you how to, do my things sometime?
I
Just-
think I'm usually okay, but thanks for the
More
offer.
machine than man now.
Plus, with two metal arms, you're pretty sorted, right? I mean, they're pretty durable now.
Well,
Yeah.
until we fight like a rust monster.
Oh no!
Also,
Oh no!
You're giving
The
him
famed
ideas,
and
stop.
common rust monsters in Star Wars, known for rusting all of the
because
machines.
I'm known for creating very common Star Wars adventures. Right. So, which casino are you going to? Because I'm pretty sure Slash wanted to go to the High Roller, but it sounds like Cedric wants to go to the Muddy Rudder.
Yeah, I
We
want to
can
go
go to one and then the other.
So, which one?
However, I suggest that if we go to the Mati Rudder, we should give them our answer to the jackers.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
the
They're trying. Sorry,
To
explain.
exterminate them or not to exterminate them. They give us Jackson River if we help them, though.
See,
I
here's
don't
my
think they
thinking.
have Jackson Reaver.
The Jackers do.
Great.
So
we can take him when we exterminate their entire criminal empire.
So my thought was that we can just literally run in there, grab Jackson, and then leg it.
Look,
You
So we
think it's
don't
gonna
have
go
to
that
be a part of
smoothly?
a genocide.
I hate to be the person who's judging the Sasuke arc here, but why are we rescuing Jackson Reaver? Like, do we care? What?
He's your best friend.
The Republic have interest in him. That's why I care.
What kind of interest?
Also,
Well-
because I care about Kato's feelings, right?
What?
Because I
Yeah,
care about-
Kato's sad.
Sorry, would care about Kato's feelings. Damn you, buddy.
They believe that he may have knowledge on their missing shipment.
The Republic lost a
That's actually-
shipment, huh?
What are they moving coke?
I'm surprised you haven't put that together, since I've actually been very open on this planet about what I'm doing.
Space cocaine.
So what was in the shipment?
Space
Weapons.
cocaine. Huh.
Or Abendido.
Abednego.
Abendedo.
Don't pronounce certain words, okay?
Just call him Abby.
Abby.
Okay. Interesting. Well. What do you
So
think,
if
Rakava?
we-
You haven't really participated in any of these discussions. What?
Okay.
To genocide or not to genocide?
Well,
I feel like it's
It's not really a genocide.
It is if we
Yeah.
define the Jackers as a distinct race or culture.
wait, why would we... we have a pretty good relationship with the Jackers.
That's what I said.
And we can ruin it too by killing them.
That, yeah.
No,
wait.
I believe. I believe if they're an asset to us, they're an asset to the Republic. So we probably shouldn't kill them.
No, they're not.
The Jackers an asset to the Republic.
No, I mean we are a fantastic asset to the Republic.
You do realize they're waging a pseudo war against the Republic.
Shh, we can gloss that over. If we bring up that, hey, people are looking to wipe you out, maybe they'll calm down a little.
No,
It'll be.
I'm pretty sure the weapons that the Republic are. I'm pretty sure the fact that the Republic is trying to kill them is enough for them to believe that they want to be exterminated. I don't see any valid arguments with the whole Republic wants them alive or can use them.
No, I don't know. I think we should.
I agree, but fuck what the Republic wants. We want them alive. We can use them.
I can't use them.
I'm not talking about you. I mean, whatever. We.
To be fair, Slash, already.
I will say this. I will not take you to that planet. Malistar. If we do not accomplish my mission, and getting Jackson Reaver will greatly aid me in accomplishing my mission.
So you're changing the terms of our deal.
No, that was the terms of the deal.
And pray he doesn't alter it further.
I believe the terms of the deal were for you go to Quarzite, and then we go to Malistair.
Only Putty got that reference.
Look,
I got the reference.
Okay.
look. The terms was for me to go to Quarzite so I can find Jackson Reaver. Now we have the chance to find Jackson Reaver. You are denying me this.
What I'm denying you is slaughtering a lot of people. I mean, you can still find Jackson Reaver without killing all those people.
It's worth mentioning that finding Jackson Reaver kind of has a dual effect for Useless, since if they find Jackson Reaver, your piloting skills are no longer necessary.
Also true. Didn't think of that. Well, to be fair though, wasn't Kato better than Jackson at piloting?
I'm not sure if you'd know that,
Oh, okay.
but you could know that. It depends how much you're paying attention.
It depends how much Kato told me at our late night.
Also,
talks.
Kato didn't win the Corellian, the Great Corellian, right?
Kato didn't enter.
They could have mind purged Jackson in the meantime, and he's just a potato now.
Robin Hood Space Kang definitely has access to.
You never know. They could have just beat him to do it.
And what do you think about this, Cedric?
Well, what I would say is that we know. Well, at least I need a new arm, and they do have. We know they do have some.
Who's they? The casino people?
The huts. Yeah.
Okay.
The huts do have arms.
Are they huts or is it just a hut?
It's a hut.
You've
but...
only met a hut,
Yeah.
although you know that there's a second boss who may or may not be a hut.
Look, all huts are the same. They're all part of the hut crime family. Let's not kid ourselves.
But there are multiple hut crime families.
Yes, and they're all together in one big old
Yep, that's how it
all
works. They never
all
feud
huts
at all.
are related. All huts are related. All Zabraks are related to Shao.
Well,
Yep.
in a very broad way, this is true. This is how genetics works. But
I mean, aren't we all just from the same primordial ooze?
Okay, so are you guys gonna go to the Muddy Rider?
well, yeah, we should at least go to the Muddy Rider. I mean, I'm up for going anywhere.
Okay, well, you guys.
No gambling.
What? Why?
Well, that's because I think Cedric's just salty. He can't spin the wheel.
Oh.
We don't allow logs on the gambling machines. Can't trust them.
Oh man.
So you guys go through the main entrance again. You don't have to pay another entrance fee today, but you do have to leave your weapons again. Do you all do so without a fuss?
Yeah.
I do.
They didn't steal my weapon last time.
Recover, do you leave your last remaining lightsaber there?
Regrettably, yes.
Okay, and you're all free to walk about the casino on the permitted floors, however you please.
Force lightning people. I mean, I guess I can't, but I can get Putty to.
I do turn to Cedric and say, you know, we could get the arm for free if we do the mission.
That's sort of what I was thinking.
I mean,
I think
I could. How much is an arm going for these days? I could just buy you one.
like I have probably enough to buy one, but it'll be a lot better if we don't have to buy shit.
No,
buy
dude,
it.
money's not a problem for me.
Like, money's not much of a problem for me as well, Macabre. Remember that.
It's like, so Merkava, you hear in the back of your head, you know, if you keep tapping into that, people are going to find out where you are.
You know, I'll deal with
And
that
means
when
people are going to find out where I am. I don't think you know that.
Why would he tell them that? Doesn't he want to be found? Or maybe he doesn't want to be found. Ooh.
Or maybe he doesn't want to be found by those particular people.
Ooh,
anyway, that's not what I need
drama.
to worry about right now. What we need to do is, you know, make sure everyone, you know, can make it through the day.
But also, Macabre, like, they're probably gonna want, like, they've already asked for our help. So they might say, now we're not gonna sell you it unless you help us. That could be a thing.
So it's at this point that there are two main floors: the big floor that you're currently on, and a smaller floor with a kind of a sidebar. You start to hear kind of a commotion, some screaming coming from the other smaller area.
Quick question. Before we deal with this screaming, Putty, did I heal any of my 6 wounds when I was soaking in the Bacta?
We'll say you healed all your wounds while you were soaking in the Bacta.
Cool.
All right. I guess I'll be on Overwatch if you guys want to get down there.
Yeah, let's go down there.
Yep, I'll go.
You can't see down from there, Chris. It's like a big wall. You have to go through a door.
Okay.
Let's go
looks like
down.
I'm getting punched today. Let's go.
So all three of you start to walk in. Oh, sorry, all four of you walk in there, and you start to see kind of a bit of a fist fight going on between 6 individuals, all humans, fighting each other as 4 kind of armed guards from the casino point their weapons at.
Let's just stand off this.
Okay, you watch as the fight continues to develop, and then it's not particularly deadly.
I kind of want to just break them up with good old force power move.
You notice as one of the 6 combatants reaches into his pocket.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm putting a stop to that right now. I'm freezing him in place.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I don't think force power move can freeze someone.
No, I'm gonna
That's
lift him up.
bind.
How about that? Look, he can't move if he's floating in the air.
Well, he can move his hand and throw that thermal detonator he has. I'm kidding. I don't know what it is.
I'll just move it into his mouth. No harm done.
Okay, roll the force power move check.
All right. That is what die?
Force die.
Oh,
Yes, use it.
oh my god! Shut up. Okay, yeah, I'm using one of those.
Okay, flip a destiny die. And then make a hard resilience check.
And you take 1 conflict
Oh no.
and 1 strain.
Wait, it's just to use one. It's Destiny.
Destiny
Destiny
conflict strain.
strain.
No, I'm saying to the commands.
Destiny,
In Discord.
Destiny L, so.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember if it was. Yeah, okay.
And now
There
make a
we
hard
go.
resilience check.
You know, every time that sentence is uttered, I feel better for dumping 2 sessions worth of XP into resilience.
Good, I'm glad you're getting use out of your skills, and the one that Marshall said was useless.
I didn't say it was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you gain 2 conflict, 2 extra conflict, along with the one that you spent getting the one as you lift the one man up into the air. But as you do, you're distracted as another reaches into his pocket, pulls a blaster pistol, and shoots one of the other 5 in the head. The fist fighting stops, and the man who shot is quickly accosted by the guards.
And shot.
No, he's taken off screen.
Uh-oh.
Well, looks like I saved this guy's
Does
life.
it look like order has been restored?
Order is starting to be restored. The guards are like, nothing to see here, nothing to see here, and the body is starting to get taken off.
What was that all about?
Does Merkava ever release the floating man?
Yes.
He falls to the floor and looks at you, and then runs away.
Kasari feels guilty for not getting involved sooner.
Yeah, guys, why didn't we stop that sooner?
It was Cedric who said stand back.
It wasn't my business.
Yeah, but someone just got shot in the head.
And?
And there aren't supposed to be weapons in here.
I'm sure plenty of people have weapons in here.
That is very true, but...
They have at least 50 on stealth, and they can bring in a medium-sized weapon into the
Wait,
casino.
hold on. Cedric, show me your nub.
It was a blaster pistol.
Oh, there you go.
My nub?
Yeah.
But we, even if we don't have a lot of stealth guys, I bet we can get like a razor blade from Mr. Holdout.
No.
I mean, you did notice a really shady guy just outside the casino.
Was he?
I'm wondering if we could take that guy's arm and graft it to Cedric's body.
Wait,
No.
What?
are you becoming a necromancer now?
a cybermancer.
No,
You hear, well, you hear in
it's
the back
really
of your head,
fresh. I mean, think this through.
Chris, in the back of your head, you hear, if you were at the Starforge, that would be easy.
Oh my god, stop. You're being extra chatty today. Wait, Starforge?
I'll tell you about it later.
Alright, I seriously want to hear about it. Well, we'll talk later.
Chris slowly accepting his position as the new Emperor of the Sith.
No, it's just that's the most metal thing I've heard in a long time.
Pretty metal.
Certainly something.
Come on, we need to go and...
Before we go in, we need to decide here and now, so we're not arguing in front of the hut. Are we killing the jackers or no? If not, then we're going to have to spend time hunting down that shipment, because I don't plan on leaving until I have it.
I mean, but the shipment of weapons is what you're talking about, right? We have to track it
Yes.
down. Well, I mean,
And it will be much harder without Jackson Reaver.
yeah, I mean, the thing is I don't know. I think going after the shipment is the way to go here. I don't think exterminating them would bring us much benefit.
Yes, but I need an arm.
Yeah, I mean,
And they are right here.
Well, we're gonna
I
have
understand
to-
you could literally reach out and touch them right now, but
Unless you want to stealth and get an arm for me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to like nudge you too far, but in terms of like moral and criminal dilemmas, genocide versus theft, it's a pretty easy one to work out.
yeah, like,
Oh, so we are calling it genocide now.
yeah,
I'm using your words.
The GM said it. It's fact.
I would call it mass murder, not
Yeah,
genocide.
I mean-
It's
Thank
too
you.
late. It's too late. The GM has established
mean-
it.
It's canon now.
the grand moral hierarchy of things. We're talking about stealing an arm.
Have the Jackers basically form their own cultures similar to the Mandalorians?
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, the
there's
Jackers
there's
kind
a
of
lot
are.
of those fuckers around here. I'll tell you that. They really move around.
You haven't seen any on Quarzite, to be fair.
That's true, but we haven't really lifted up the the carpet, if you know what I mean. Yet.
Mhm.
Um,
Perhaps at the next casino you'll find some.
I thought
Yeah,
this was the
and-
shady one. Maybe they're at the next one. Yeah.
Oh dear God!
No,
someone took a
the
shit on
according to
carpet.
the hut, the other one's the shady one.
That makes sense.
And when it's coming from a hut, that...
You know it's trustworthy.
So are we... So what are we
I
going to
rolled-
do?
I
Are we
rolled a,
stealing the arm
Whoa.
I guess it's less.
Do you want to just not try to buy it?
Yeah, I think we should. See, here's the thing. If we try to buy it, they'll know we have a vested interest in it. And if they refuse and use it as leverage and it disappears, they'll come after us.
If you want, I can take it.
Alright.
I don't
if
like
there's
it,
anything we
but
can do to assist,
maybe-
just let us know.
No, probably not.
Alright.
Fine, actually.
You know, I could just cough on some people. I have the Corellian plague a little bit still. It freaks some people out.
No need for biological warfare. If you find out where the arm is, then that will be useful.
Well,
Alright.
probably somewhere in storage.
Yeah, man. Every day, I think about that one time I almost took Seek.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I think I'm gonna take Seek today if I can.
I wanted to be a sneak, but I couldn't deal with the carrying a weapon everywhere with me.
Yeah.
So,
It's not religion for me.
are we splitting up to find out where they're keeping the arms?
Well, okay. We all have comms, right? I still think we should do groups of 2.
I have comms, yes.
Okay.
I don't.
Finally. Oh,
Alright, well then, sorry, you're with me, Nubby. You're with the new guy. Newish guy.
Nubby?
Sorry, I'm
I'm
out of
the
it.
only
Really?
one who's called by a name.
Nubby and the New Guy. It's a new sitcom coming to Galaxy TV.
I feel rather insulted right now.
Ah, shut
Hey,
up,
you know what?
slut.
If you had the
Makava, I still have one metal arm. I can still punch you. Go on. Anyway.
well, I don't know. You might throw yourself a little off balance. Come on, bud.
Let's go.
I raise an eyebrow. Let's go.
Right, so what are you guys actually doing? We'll start with, I guess, Merkava and
I
Kasari. What
don't
are you
know.
guys
This is a haze so far. What
It's all those-
are we doing? I look up.
It's all
Merkava.
those drugs in the casino air.
What, did we split off from them just so we could gamble? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, totally.
Really?
No.
Oh. Kasari looks
No,
a little bit disappointed. So what are we doing?
No, we need to look for the arm, or where it would be kept. Try to see if we can't find it, or we don't even have to get close to it. We just need to ID its locale, so Celeste can get in and grab it.
Well, it's probably gonna be in a back room, an office, maybe a maybe wherever they keep all the guns.
That's not a bad start. Although
much short?
That's what
Start.
I'm afraid of, since it's where they keep all the guns.
no, I'm wondering if there isn't a way that we could sort of like convince them to give us a tour or something.
That's brilliant.
Or I don't know, just some way to like obtain semi-official means of even just catching a glimpse of it.
I don't think they've even met you yet. You could pretend to be a businessman.
In Jedi armor.
Well, take that off, dummy.
I don't have
Aren't
any
the-
normal clothes.
So, a little problem with the whole they haven't seen you yet. The guards would have seen him walking in with us.
Okay, so step one.
And a lightsaber.
Step one, we knock out the guards. Step two, we break in and steal
No,
the
because
lightsaber.
Step one, we
the
knock
guards
out
are the
every
ones
guard.
that definitely know where it is.
Step one, we knock out everyone who
And
ever
now
saw
that I think
anything.
about it, he also publicly used his force power in the bar.
Okay,
Step
okay.
one,
What do you?
We
wait,
knock out
let's-
Merkava.
Let's focus here. Merkava, Kasari, what are you doing?
Are we doing the casino tour plan?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because
Okay, why don't you two think about it and we'll switch over to you.
yeah.
So Cedric and Slash, what do you guys do?
Can I say, you know what? Why don't we just ask, why don't we pretend like we have intentions of purchasing it?
Sure, then at least we know where it is.
Yes, and if they actually sell it to us, we don't actually have to go through with this plan.
So who would we ask? Well,
I don't know. We can just go to the bartender and ask where do we buy non-alcoholic goods.
What's even the
like
point?
shops.
Yes.
I think we might have to approach.
Or we can go to the
hut.
guards.
The guards out front would know where it is, definitely. Though I can't extract that information that easily.
Is there a guard near us, Putty?
There can be. They're pretty much
Okay. I walk up to a guard and say, "Excuse me, do you know where we can purchase a metallic arms for my friend over there?"
So
I sort of wave with my metal arm.
He looks at you, Cedric. He looks at your metal arm. He looks at your nub. And he just smiles smugly for a second. And he looks back at you, Slash, and says, "Go downtown. A small unit called the Chop Shop. As for Bobby the Butcher."
What?
Oh, no, that doesn't sound good.
I
Confidence.
nod and say, "Thank you, friend."
I hope you're ready for a hook hand.
So I walk over and say, we have to go downtown and to a place called the Chop Shop and talk to a man named Bobby the Butcher. He doesn't sound like too kind of a fellow, but he can maybe help your arm situation.
Well, currently I've not got an arm, so I don't want any more chopping off. That's generally what a butcher
No,
does.
I think that. Hey, let's go find out. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
I do pull out my comm link and contact the other two and say, it seems as though we may have a lead on the arm. We're going to head downtown to a place called the Chop Shop to meet the owner? Do you guys say anything, or
I say, well, we haven't found anything out yet, so that sounds like it might work. Let's do that.
Yeah, it sounds like a start.
I like to think that you two, Slash and Cedric, leave the room while Merkava and Kasari sit there like stroking their chins, thinking for like 20 minutes, and then the other two just come back like, "We found something."
Yeah, we're just sitting on the floor, just staring at the wall.
weird Jedi shit?
Did you guys walk downtown and see if you can find a unit called the Chop Shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you long, probably takes you about 20-25 minutes, and you see a very small, very shady back alley sign that's glowing neon, and it says the Chop Shop, and there's a rather large Belusian outside who says, "Only one in the shop."
I say, I turn to Cedric and say, "Well, you are the one that wants the arm, so..."
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright.
So I'm gonna
I
walk
don't know, I
in.
guess just double
Okay,
click
so-
on your comms if you
While this is happening, though, is it possible that I can kind of just walk around the building using my infrared to see if I see like a concentrated source of heat or something inside the building?
Sure, we'll get to that in a second, but before
Cool.
that, Cedric, the guy at front pats you down first and reaches to grab your lightsaber off you. Do you stop him?
No, I'm not gonna stop him.
Okay, he puts it in his own pocket and like ushers you in. Like I said, this is kind of a back alley, so it's a number of buildings joined together. You can see a number of heat sources. It's a populated set of buildings. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking to Sless.
Oh, sluts.
Okay.
Cedric, you walk in and it's a really dark room with kind of smoke from some sort of drug in the corner, filling the room, and there's kind of a counter with a very bulky man who you can tell was once human, but has two mechanical arms, two mechanical legs, and some sort of mechanical eye augment that stretches up into his now bald head. And he says, "What can I do for you?"
I point to my missing arm and say, "Do you happen to have a mechanical arm? I'm looking for a very specific type."
He picks like a stick up from behind the counter and starts sucking on it and says, we sell to professionals. I'm not sure you're our type of clientele."
Well, maybe you should. I look over at the guard.
Cash.
Well, firstly, I look over at the guard a second and say, "I'm
Sure.
definitely a professional, and I'm gonna draw out 10,000 credits."
So you drawing this out to the guy behind the counter?
Yeah.
He laughs and says, "That's a deposit on something."
I can get more.
It's not a question of how much you have. We see a lot of prissy types coming in here. A lot of guys like you, hobbyists, I like to call them. If you want to see Bobby the Butcher, you gotta tell me that you're discreet, that you're a professional.
Is a Jedi professional enough for you?
That's almost the complete opposite of what I'm hoping to hear.
Why?
I know your type.
'Cause you're
Goody
the buzz.
two shoes.
Why?
Republic stooges.
Not necessarily.
Okay, then convince me you're not.
Just kill someone. Kill him right in the
There are two seeming deadbeats sitting on a couch in the corner.
Man, I'm glad I'm not in there. I don't know if I could make that resilience check.
Anyway, I got a lot of business to do, and Bobby got a lot of clients to see, so if that'll be all, we got this one customer
I look
in the
around and
shop
say,
thing.
I don't see a lot of clients.
See, that's why you're not a professional. You don't know what it means to be discreet. Have a good day, sir.
I take my credits away again and walk out.
He gives you back, the guard out front gives you back your lightsaber.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Schless and say, "Well, ready to take the arm?"
Did I see anything when I was scouting around the building?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for, like, if I could see, like, a concentrated source of heat where possibly all the items are being kept inside the building.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't see anything like that.
I say, why don't I go in and take a look? I can't see anything around the building. And I'm not going
that's a
to
bit,
be sneaking around blind.
Sure. Just act quite tough. That's all I'm saying.
I just stare at you blankly and say, okay. And I head back around to the guard.
Okay. And you want to go in?
Yes, I say, I would like to be granted entrance.
Nods and begins patting you down. Notices your heavy blaster rifle and reaches for it. Do you stop him?
Nope.
Grabs it and then ushers you in.
I walk in and say to the counter, and I say, excuse me, I'm looking for a couple of mechanical arms for a friend of mine.
Bobby might be able to help you out. What are you looking for? Wholesale?
I pause for a second and say, yes.
Okay, we can do a deal for wholesale. You seem like a discreet type. Bobby's in the back.
I
He points you
nod.
to behind the counter.
And I head to the back.
Plain to see, huh?
open up into like what looks like kind of a dentist's office. There's a chair and a bunch of like instruments nearby, and it's a completely empty room. But you hear footsteps coming from the side near the counter, and then around, and you see another door on the other side of the office that opens, and the guy from the counter walks in and says, "Hey, I'm Bobby the Butcher. How can I help you?" This is the exact counter.
It's the same guy from the counter.
Yeah.
And say,
I like to vet my clients myself, you know?
I am Sless. Also, internally, I'm rather insulted. You seem like the discreet type just because I'm Trandoshan.
It's not because you're Trandoshan. You have a heavy blaster rifle and armor. You look like a merc.
Oh, yeah. I say, so, how much does an arm go for around in these parts?
Well, that can vary a lot, but if you want to do wholesale, we have 2 kits. That's 2 arms each, 4 arms total, and we can do it for 100.
1,000?
Yes.
I say,
and that comes with
may I
installation
look at
if
the
you can
arm?
get your clients in here. If not, we can knock a little bit off of that.
I say, may I look at the arms to assess their quality?
We could sort that out, but you can understand that we like to be discreet with this matter. It might take a while to set some sort of meeting up.
Fair enough.
I'd want a deposit too. You know how it is.
Sure. I will inform my client and get that deposit. How much is it?
Let's say 25%. You can get me 25,000 credits. We can set up a meeting. You can inspect and pay the rest when you get the arms.
Perfect. I will inform my client as soon as possible.
What, you said your name is Slash, he says, extending his arm.
I say indeed, and I extend my arm and shake his. I say I'll be back with the credits as soon as possible. Thank you.
Nods and smiles and walks back through the other door and around to the counter.
Yep, I leave the building and walk over to Cedric and say, so he's willing to do business with me.
Okay.
Oh, I did retrieve my gun on the way out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
we do need to have a deposit of 25,000 credits.
I look at you.
100,000 total.
How much are you buying? We need 1 arm. That's really freaking expensive.
I felt as though it didn't seem realistic for me to be looking for just 1 arm, especially since you just walked in there.
Fair enough.
It
and there's
seemed
always good
too
to have
obvious.
I say, wait.
Did
so
you
how
check
much
what
did
type of arm it
How
was?
much did you order?
Is Kasari and Chris here?
You all went
Oh, okay. Wholesale?
Like a whole body? Or no? You mean a lot of arms?
Like
2 sets of arms.
So 4
Two
arms
set-
in total?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy. I say.
do you know what type they are? Because this one's a bit,
Well, worst case scenario, if you want, we can get the deposit, set up the meeting, ambush him, and take the weapons ourselves, or the arms ourselves, for a whole 75% off.
that is an option.
What? No.
Feel conflict.
How is that
But-
an option?
It is an option, but not a very good option.
I don't
But
see the problem.
I know
with
the hut,
option.
How
definitely. The
is
huts
this
themselves.
party a light side power gun party? I don't know.
I don't know either, buddy.
Just chaotic neutral party in the history of video games, and then here we are.
Like, I need an arm, but that's a lot of money for.
I will say this: I doubt that they have the arms in the building. So, if we're stealing it, it won't be here.
Any other ideas on how we could get an arm without paying?
A more reputable place.
Because even I don't have that amount for the deposit.
We
You
all
do.
turn.
Merkava hears.
Whoa.
Merkava is blankly staring at you all, and doesn't seem to be responsive.
I poked Merkava a few times, saying, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'm fine. What's up?
Okay. Kasari puts this down in her notebook where she's tracking Merkava's behavior.
Okay.
You did something?
I really don't know.
Well, we might be able to get the money when we raid the other casino
Why are we raiding the other casino?
for the weapon cache. That's where the hut suspects it could be, if it was stolen here on Quarzite. Remember?
And to be fair, we did stop the problem last week, today, for the trade caravan, so we could grab a reward there.
Yes, and steal more money while we're there.
Stealing is bad in general.
No, not if you're seizing it in the name of the Republic. And you are part of the Republic as a Jedi, and you need those arms? Look, it's justification.
They only need one arm. Why are we buying 4?
Backups.
That is dumb. That's like buying backup jets or Ferraris. It's not something you buy backups of.
Well, some people do.
Who?
People with silly amounts of money.
Okay, well, we're not silly. We're Jedi.
What are you guys gonna do?
We are very silly.
What are you guys gonna do?
Well, I don't have
I
enough
definitely
money
think we
to
should
put
go
on
to the other casino and
deposit.
collect our reward. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's collect our reward.
You guys are heading to the High Roller?
Yep.
Okay, so on the way there, you're almost there. It's obviously the second biggest building in the entire city, so it's easy to see from miles away. And you're almost there. And you notice that out front there's a bit of a commotion. There is a hut and kind of 3 humans having a heated conversation with a kind of elderly large Belusian standing there also.
What does it sound like they're saying?
Why don't you make a hard perception check to see if you can make it?
For a second there, I was writing in the wrong type of command.
That would have been silly.
That would have been silly, and we all would have laughed, and we would have said, silly.
Steely Marshall.
You hear that it's angry a little bit, but you can't really make it out.
I walk up and say, excuse me, can I help?
They kind of don't hear you, but since you're like right next to them, you can hear what they're saying now, and you can hear the hut saying, "I'm telling you, I will not rest until there's retribution for this." And then the Belusian says, "Well, Tommy, you know what the punishment is." And then scornfully the human says, "Not happening. I'm not doing it." And he walks into the High Roller, leaving the hut and the Belusian looking rather angry.
And they didn't notice me?
Now they kind of do, but they're so angry they don't really care about you.
That's awkward. I say, what was that about? What was the commotion?
The hut turns and sees you and says, and doesn't really say anything. He just looks at you and then starts walking towards the Muddy Rudder. And the Bluesian sighs and says, there was an incident at the Muddy Rudder earlier today.
Oh, yes. I heard about that. A shootout, right? Or a fight of some sort?
Yeah, one of the hut boys got killed.
I see. Who killed him?
Arthur Atlas.
Personally, I assume you don't mean. I assume you mean one of his men killed him?
No, I mean Arthur Atlas.
Is Arthur Atlas the guy who runs the High Roller, or is that his son?
Did you say that to this guy?
Yeah.
Arthur's, Tommy's older brother. Tommy runs this place.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's an interesting... Okay. I say... And what did he kill him for, do you know?
Arthur's not right in the head. He's got the crystal poisoning. I think he went there looking to start a fight, but I don't have all the
No
details
shit, I say. Do you know... Well, you said there'd be some punishment. I'm guessing you guys plan on killing Arthur?
That's how it's always been here on Quarzite. It's an eye for an eye.
Yeah, I gotcha. Do you know where I could find Arthur?
I'm gonna guess he's in the High Roller, but he's keeping low.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thanks. And, well, I understand it's always been eye for an eye here on Quarzite, but, I don't know. Have you ever considered imprisoning people for wrongdoing?
We just don't have the resources for that. I'm the sheriff, and it's only me.
Oh, shit, you're the sheriff. Oh, okay. Good to meet you. I shake his hand.
Say, Jonathan Blank, it's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. I thought I was just talking to, like, a random dude.
It's only me, and if I start giving leeway, then one of these two families are just going to take over the place, you know?
I see. What could help you, I don't know, expand your influence over the planet?
Guns, mainly. It's always been who's got the biggest gun here on Quarzite.
Interesting. Do you have deputies, or is it literally just you?
I have a few of my boys.
Gotcha. And what are the big guns that you're outgunned by?
We're not outgunned. Right now we have the biggest guns on Quarzite.
Oh, great.
That's why I'm still the sheriff.
Okay, gotcha.
But if I could get bigger guns...
So, if you have the biggest
I
guns...
would flex my meaty arm, but
If you have the biggest guns, why not just start locking people up who break the rules?
What I mean by having bigger guns is if I had enough firepower that I'd never have to worry about these two, I could start doing things that are politically unacceptable, and I might be able to get more people on board.
What do you mean by politically unacceptable? You just mean, like, in the culture?
What I mean is that if I let Arthur Atlas get away with this, the Atlases are going to take total advantage of it. And the Huts aren't going to be happy. Violence is going to break out.
But if you kill Arthur Atlas, the Atlases
and the Atlases know that it's an eye for an eye, and the Huts will be appeased.
I see. Well, you've given me a lot to think about, Sheriff.
I'm glad I could help, Missy.
The name's Kasari Lassiter.
Oh, he turns around and says, "Hi, once again, Jonathan Blank, it's a pleasure." And he shakes your hand.
I'll stop by the sheriff's office if I have any more questions.
Oh, sure, it's basically in the middle of town.
Cool. I continue.
Oh, so do the three of you join up with Kasari and start walking in?
yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you all walk in, and this is a much more... Oh, one sec, let me change the music.
Suspense.
If I was a professional...
Well, what you really need is someone else who runs the jukebox while you're jamming, and then you can just say, pull the A track, you know, or you can run the B track.
Okay, so you walk in, and this is a much more jovial atmosphere than the Muddy Runner. Colors are everywhere. You see, instead of kind of gambling tables, there are a bunch of kind of gambling machines filling the floor. Instead of the bar being all the way at the back, the bar is pretty much right at the front, and it's populated by tons of people having a drink. And in the back, you kind of see a counter where a bunch of people are placing pieces of paper on it, and then the people behind the counter are taking them and putting them in big binders of some sort. And you notice as you walk in a kind of a side area by the bar. There's like a side room that can still be served by the bar, and walking into it is the man that you saw out front, and two rather large chiseled individuals that Cedric and Merkava you would probably recognize, that although you're not certain, their characteristics are distinctly Mandalorian.
Oh.
You're once again in a staging area where you're asked to pay 15 credits to get in.
My God.
Yes, this is highway robbery.
Do you all pay the 15 credits?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they once again ask for your weapons. Do you all give them your weapons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so your weapons are taken and put somewhere. They don't have a conveyor belt leading somewhere like the other casino did. They just put them in a box nearby. And then you're allowed in.
Okay.
I say, so guys, what I'm thinking we do is we start shooting this place. No, just kidding. I am going to go find Arthur Atlas. I say.
I think we all should.
Oh, what do you guys need to talk to him about? I think you guys
Oh,
want
no.
to talk to
Yeah,
his
we-
brother. You want to
Yeah,
talk
we
to
wanna
the guy
talk
who's
to
giving us.
Tom.
So why don't you go? So you guys will find Tom. I'll go find Arthur. I'll tell you guys. I'm not being secretive.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, you can finish, and then I have a question for Putty.
So I'm not being secretive. The reason I want to find Arthur, guys, is because he apparently has the same blood poisoning I do, and if I can work together with him, we might be able to cure each other, which would work out really well. At the very least, I might be able to find some stuff out from him. So I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Putty, where did I see them carrying the weapons off to?
Oh, they're still in the box by the entrance.
Oh, they're just in a box. They don't carry them away.
Gonna have to-
I'm starting to think those huts are the ones that stole the weapon cache. Maybe huts aren't so trustworthy after all.
Dum dum dum.
Okay, so I guess we'll go to Kasari because she has somewhere to
Yeah.
go. How are you intending to find Arthur?
It's a great question that deserves a great answer. My answer is my answer is I'm going to first appraise the room and look for anything that says like staff only, anything like that. Maybe an elevator.
Okay, so you look around the room. There's entrance at the back to kind of another room that seems public. There is an elevator. Yeah, there's an entrance to another room that seems public and an elevator.
I'm gonna walk over to the elevator and look at the controls on it.
There are 3 floors, and the third one is labeled hotel rooms, and then the other 2 are unlabeled. You can discern from the markings though that you're on floor 1, rather than like a floor 0 or something.
I'm thinking he'd be kept in a hotel room. I'm thinking that's what they meant by lying low. So I'm gonna click the 3rd floor.
Okay, you move up the elevator. It's quite empty, and you walk out into like a hotel corridor. There doesn't seem to be guards. It seems to be rather open.
Well, if they kept guards, they'd know exactly where to go. I am going to, I think knocking on doors would be a little too obvious. I'm going to meditate and look for any. I'm gonna try to feel fear out in the hallway. See if I can feel any fear.
Is that a force power?
Well, it probably is one that I don't have. Technically, it might be like sense. I was hoping you'd just let me sort of do it, but
Yeah, no, absolutely. When you roll a force power check.
okay, cool.
Okay, I'm assuming you're going to use that one light side point to.
Is that all you're
To kinda-
requiring me to use? Because
Well,
it's up to you how much I need to use.
The more that you spend, the better your result's going to be.
Okay.
Also, considering that you know how influence works, there might be a little trick with certain points and certain emotions. So, put that out there.
What do you mean?
Like dark side points and light side points might have different effects here.
That's true. Dark side points might help me find fear. Okay. Yeah, sure. I will flip a destiny. And
Okay.
I will use 2 of the 3 dark side points.
Ooh, spicy. Okay, so you get, like, obviously it's not a very clear or distinct...
Oh.
It's not a very clear or distinctive picture. You're not trained in this method of search. However, of course you can tap into the force here. Of course you can tap into it and you can feel greed. You can feel jealousy from downstairs. You can feel ecstasy. You can feel... all those types of emotions. And here in the corridor, you feel tranquility from a lot of the rooms. You feel calmness from a lot of the rooms. And on kind of the opposite side of the casino, there is a glint of fear.
When you say opposite side of the casino, you mean on this floor?
You're not certain which floor, but it's definitely not this side of the casino.
Okay, I walk down the hallway to where to the side of the casino I believe it's on.
This hallway is all one side of the casino, let's put it that way. And then it's on the other side of the casino. You know what I mean?
Oh, so I have to go down the elevator and find another elevator is what you mean?
If it's on another floor, yeah.
Gotcha. So it's definitely on another floor. Is what it sounds like. Okay, I go.
If it was, what I mean is, if it was on the first floor, you don't have to find an elevator.
Okay, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I thought. Okay, so I go down the elevator to the second floor.
Oh, okay. It opens up into another hall with machines and another counter at the back. A smaller bar.
I walk to the end of the casino that I believe the fear is in.
That would have to be downstairs.
Ah, god damn it. Okay, I go all the way to the basement.
There is no basement. Well, there's no basement on this elevator.
I go to the first floor.
Okay, you walk out and you see your 3 friends kind of thinking about things.
They're still scratching their chins. They're like,
yeah.
Huh. We could talk to someone, I guess. No, that might be risky.
Okay, so for now, we'll say you meet up. If you want to go do something else a second, we'll do that afterwards. But I want to see if you 3 have any ideas for what you want to do.
Oh yeah, we were going to see the owner of this establishment.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
I'm literally going to walk up to the bar and ask the barman, would you know a way for us to talk to the owner here?
Business do you have with Tommy?
We're here to collect a reward for the caravan trade. For fixing the caravan trade. Should be clear now.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
The Atlas family,
Will Tommy know what you're talking about?
Yeah, Tommy would. Just tell him, the name, Cedric.
Walks into the other, like, private room, and a couple of minutes later he comes back and says, Tommy hasn't here to know Cedric.
Well, yeah. We, just tell him we're here about a, reward.
You know, we don't tend to work with Jedi, I will warn you.
I know you usually don't. But, we, fixed a problem with caravans getting attacked. And
he looks at you strangely and then walks back into the side room and comes back out another minute later and says, "We'll see you in 5 minutes."
Okay.
After a few minutes pass, the 2 gruff-looking men come out of the side room and begin walking towards the exit. Do you let them pass without saying anything to them?
Damn it, did they find him before I did?
Yeah,
So
I'm like...
You guys just let the 2 Mandalorian-like people leave?
Yeah.
I don't have any business with them.
Okay. They leave, and then the man walks out of the side room and says, "Cedric."
Yep. And I'm gonna walk towards him.
Okay. And he just takes you and only you back into the side room, and you can see it's quite like it's got a table and it's got its own personal side of the bar. And he says, "Have a seat. Whiskey or wine?"
Oh my god.
There's only 2 types of people.
I'll take the wine.
I like gin myself. And he goes to the bar and asks. And he comes back with 2 glasses and passes you a glass of wine. What is this about some caravan trade you want from me?
I heard that the Atlas family was concerned about trade coming through here being blocked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll find it free now.
Got any proof?
I pull out the Quarzite crystal and say, "This was the cause."
He reaches for it. Do you let him take it?
No, I'm not going to.
I need to take a closer look at that, I'm afraid, Cedric.
Cedric, old boy, old pal.
I spin it in my hand and then hand it over. It's a force crystal.
He looks at it for a few moments and then puts it in the pocket of his lavish suit and says, "Okay, I believe you. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give you the best reward I can offer. For the next 2 weeks, you and your pals live like Atlases. You drink like Atlases. You sleep like Atlases. If you want to fuck like Atlases. Free entry into this casino. Any drinks you want. All on me. You're Atlases for 2 weeks. Enjoy it. Now get the fuck out of my room."
I thought we were
Wow.
Atlases. Why do we have to leave?
It's only Cedric. It's only Cedric in the room right now.
Well, that crystal is coming with me.
Oh shit.
He looks at you and says, "I'm not scared of you, Jedi."
Let's live like Atlases for a little bit, Cedric.
We'll die
I'm,
like them too.
I'm going to stand at my full height and say,
No, I need to find Arthur.
"Look, your brother got into a little bit of a mess, didn't he? We can help smooth things over and make sure."
I've heard how
Nothing
you
comes down to
Jedi
him.
help people.
How do we help people?
I heard what you did on Corellia and Antar. I don't think I want any piece of that.
Ah, I see our reputation precedes us.
Really? What did you hear?
See, I got an uncle who used to live on Corellia. Started a racer gang, Jack Atlas.
What? Oh my god! And my dick just exploded. That's crazy.
Ah, that Jack.
I love Jack.
I might have heard of him.
The Jackers.
See, I know how you Jedi roll.
Okay, maybe busting down doors ain't that great.
I respect your strength, just not your diplomacy.
Hey.
You're much more.
Did they not hear about the young Jedi Padawan who built a very good relationship up with the Jackers?
Well, maybe then you might want information rather than
I probably know more than you do.
what about well,
Just make something up.
Jack might, let's just say Jack might want to know about what the Hutts are planning.
Oh, Jack want to know about what the Hutts are planning. He hasn't been involved with Quarzite for years.
Well, after what happened with what was his name? With one of the
Guillermo.
yeah, no, it wasn't Glee. Yeah,
Yes.
No, I was talking about the one that died.
Yeah, but Guillermo killed him.
Yeah. About what happened after
The person who
Guillermo.
died was
Jesse.
named Jesse. Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse, yeah. But after what happened with Jesse,
Jesse business is solved. Jesse's dead.
well,
Died in the war.
the Huts are still going after him.
Died in the war just like Arthur did. Anyway, I don't think I need your help.
Also,
I wasn't telling you about
tip,
the help.
Tip, Charles, when you have information that they
I
want,
know.
you don't tend to tell them that information.
Well, no, he hasn't told them yet. The information that they want is that the Jackers are going to try to... that the rival casino is going to try to wipe the Jackers out. And so this is just like a hint of that. Anyway.
Like, I'm trying to hint it, but I'm not getting anything back.
So Tommy stands up and like taps you on the shoulder and says,
Which
got things to
shoulder?
do.
My metal shoulder or my stubby shoulder?
"Your shoulder." How? I think the metal arm doesn't go up to your shoulder, right?
No, it doesn't. But like the metal-sided one, or the
I'll let you decide that. And then he walks out.
Is it back to me?
Sure.
I was going to
So-
ask, while this conversation was going, can I be like, just scouting out the place in general to see if I notice anything that would hint towards the Republic stash, or allow me to figure out whether or not they're keeping it here?
In that 5-minute conversation, how far do you go? Do you do this room? Do you do the upstairs room? Do you do the hotel rooms? Do you do the private rooms? Not private room. The public room in the back? Where do you go in the 5 minutes?
Oh, I mean, I probably don't go too far in the 5 minutes, so probably just the room I'm already in.
Nothing untoward stands out to you.
Okay, I mean, unless I figured out teleportation powers, I don't know how far I would get than that.
Okay, so Kasari and Merkava, you're left kind of alone at this point, and yeah, you're free to do something.
You want to gamble?
What? No. I was already in the middle of something.
Yeah, but when you came downstairs, you met up with them, so...
Oh, I go over to the side of the casino that I think that this fear is on.
Okay, so you go... What happens is you know that door I told you that led to a relatively public room?
Yeah.
That's the direction you're heading. And you go into kind of a less populated floor with a few machines and another small bar and another elevator. But this one is guarded by two men.
The elevator?
Yeah.
I walk up to the elevator and the two men.
Sorry, Missy, this is off limits.
There's someone I'd like to speak to. I was wondering if you could have them come down and talk to me. Would that be possible?
Depends on who it is.
A guy by the name of Arthur Atlas. He's the brother of the guy who runs the place.
Arthur's not here right now.
Do you know where I can find him?
No, sir.
Ma'am. Like no idea? No, do you know anyone who I could talk to about finding him?
Oh, no.
What's the name of the boss?
Tommy.
Do you know where Tommy is?
Tommy, I think, just got out of a meeting with two offloaders. He's probably still over by the main bar.
Thank you. Could you point me? Is it obvious where that is?
It's the first bar you saw when you walked in.
I walk over to that bar.
Okay, you get there just in time to see Tommy walking out of the side room, and a confused and stunned Charles sitting behind him in the room.
Wait, what?
I think that is Charles's natural state, so we're good.
yeah.
Why is Charles confused and stunned? Is this following what just happened with him?
Yeah.
Okay. I walk up to Tommy. I'm just assuming Charles is always confused about something. And I walk up to Tommy and I'm like, "Hey, Tommy!"
Hi, I don't believe we've met.
No, I don't
Tommy,
believe we have. My name's Kasari Lassiter. I was wondering.
Wait, did you say you're Kasari Lassiter?
Yes.
I've heard of you.
You have?
I hear about a lot of things. My business is kind of information. Don't be too concerned.
Yeah, okay. No, it's just no one's ever heard of me. That's okay. Anyway, I was wondering if I could speak to your brother, Arthur. There's something I really need to talk to him about.
Arthur's really ill.
That's actually exactly what I wanted. By the way, buddy, you're getting very quiet. Could you, like, get closer to your mic or something?
Sure.
Oh, whoa. Maybe not that close. Okay. I say, actually, Arthur's illness is exactly what I wanted to talk to him about. I think we have the same disease.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, I promise I won't be too taxing for him. Could I go speak to him?
He looks you up and down and says, I'm afraid Arthur's not here right now. I'm not sure where he is.
I see. Well, when was the last time you saw him? If you don't mind me asking.
This morning.
This morning. Where was that?
At breakfast.
And did he say anything? Oh, you guys have family breakfast? That's so nice. Anyway.
Family business? No.
Did he say anything to you about where he might be going today?
Yeah, he seemed particularly out of it today. I asked him to stay home, but he doesn't listen to me.
I see. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Atlas. I'm glad you could at least give me some information I was looking for. If you ever need something, talk to me.
Sure. And why don't you have a drink on the house, or the house burns down? And he walks away.
What the fuck does that even mean? That's awesome. That's a great saying.
Well, it is full of alcohol. It is highly flammable.
I walk over and say, "Hey, you heard Tom A. Do you have milk or orange juice?"
The bartender rolls his eyes and then hands you a glass of gin.
Gin?
Yeah, gin and tonic water.
I think this is the first time Kazari's ever. So Kazari's going to smell it, and she's like, "Ew, yucky." And she'll sort of sip it and like be like, "Ah, fuck, what is that?" I look at the bartender and I say, "Is this gasoline? What is this?"
Why don't you make an average resilience check?
I like how 80% of the rolls my character makes are resilience checks now.
So, you clearly don't like the taste, and that's a personal choice. But in terms of the alcohol, you can stomach it quite well.
Okay.
+1 to alcoholism.
I sort of sip some of it as I walk around. I'm like, "This ain't bad." Hey! And then underage drinking. Anyway,
Not suitable for all advertisers.
It's so true. Well, I mean, to be fair, we don't know the drinking age on Quarzite. It might be completely suitable for advertisers.
True, however, remember that they charged you more on entrance because they didn't think you'd be buying alcohol.
Oh no. I'll tell you what, Tommy's not a good role model. Anyway.
Is there a good role model in this entire series?
Nope.
I'm
senator.
thinking.
Revan? He has appeared.
No, Revan's. No, I meant even going back to Marshall's series. Valisa, maybe?
Revan did some shady shit. Valisa...
I like to imagine that Celeste is the perfect role model.
I mean, going back to Marshall series, I'd like to think that a lot of the Jedi trainers were actually pretty good role models in their own different ways. You know, we had Val Isa, we had Ita's trainer. What was his name? Oh no, not Ita.
No,
Yuha Burger was not a good role model.
I thought Yuha Bagur was a great role model. He was a little wild-eyed, but he was a good guy. Anyway,
So you guys are positioned physically so that it would be easy for you to reunite again, if you wish.
yeah,
Never.
I tell the others that, well, I've learned a little bit more, but I'm thinking the next people I'm going to go talk to were those people who were clearly here to murder Arthur, and I'm going to talk to them and see if they know where he is.
Okay.
You saw them leave.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
that's why I'm going to go out.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? What, you guys want to help me, or what's...
I'm finding this stash.
Any luck with that?
Nope.
Alright, yeah, anyway, sorry, I'll help you with that.
Okay, so do you leave and go look for them?
I'm gonna go with Kasari as well.
Celeste, you just want
Oh.
to tag along?
I feel rather insulted right now. I guess you really do not want a pilot to head to Malistaire.
I look over him and say, I literally have one arm right now.
You don't need two to look. You just need your eyes.
Hey, what's Cedric's going, right? He might not have those for much longer.
Okay, so are the three of you leaving on the Celeste thing?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, if you need anything, just radio us. We'll be right to you, but...
Oh, don't worry. I'll be sure to radio you guys immediately the second I find something.
Okay, so it's very easy for you three to catch up to the two men. They're pretty much within sight when you leave.
I run him down and I say, "Excuse me, sirs.
Hey, what can we do for you?
This is a bit awkward, but I think we're looking for the same person."
We're not looking for a person. We're here to buy buy whiskey.
Oh, I guess I was mistaken. These were the guys who left the conversation with the hut, right?
No, they left the conversation with Tom.
Oh, okay. I'm confused. I thought that that when I originally talked to the sheriff and he was talking to those guys, that these were those guys.
No, the only guys at that conversation were Tommy and the hut.
Oh, Tommy was at the conversation with the sheriff? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Okay, cool. I say, oh, so you guys aren't looking for Arthur?
Arthur, they say.
Tommy's brother?
Tommy's the guy who owns that place, right?
Yeah, Tommy Atlas.
We work with Tommy. We don't work with Arthur.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I don't know if we're buying off of that. Anyway, we shouldn't talk much. We're gonna go.
We shouldn't talk much? Why? Who's telling you shouldn't talk much?
We both look at each other a little bit like iffy, and then they say, it was a pleasure meeting you," and then they start walking.
I'm definitely following them.
They seem to be leaving the city.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Damn it.
Are you gonna follow them out of the city?
No. Probably shouldn't. What do you guys think?
That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, probably.
That's how
Once again,
and lose a
Arthur's-
leg.
Unless Arthur's out of the city.
I would like to remind both Cedric and Merkava that there are high suspicions from you guys that those two are totally Mandalorian.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that much. Which, I will say, Urge to Kill Rising,
I
they're in
say,
need of some justice.
I say those guys were really polite. They had some interesting headgear.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we killed
that-
tens of thousands of them.
Wait, what?
They're Mandalorians, or I suspect so.
No
That or
way!
at least,
Those guys? Aren't the Mandalorians all, like, gone into hiding or dead?
yeah, it would appear that we didn't do our job well enough.
Wow, Jesus. I'm not about genocide, but apparently one of us is.
They're Mandalorians.
Well, actually, Cedric, you were the one calling for wiping out the Jackers. Although I
I was
suppose there
calling
is a
for...
distinction
No, I was
between-
calling for get arm, get Jackson, walk away.
Okay. So,
That's what I was literally calling for.
I say, well, I think what we need to find is an information broker. Or someone who knows more about this town and is willing to
Well,
tell
you know
us.
someone who is in business with information.
Who's that?
That's what Tommy said when he
Well,
met
Tommy
me.
didn't fucking know, or he's lying.
Well, there's no business involved. He didn't flash any cash.
Well, that's fair. I thought we were gonna live like Atlases. This is the dumbest reward, by the way, for anything ever. I hate Tommy.
Wow.
I don't hate Tommy, but that was pretty much a rip-off reward. It was like his way of not paying us.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
He's
We
running
could
a family business. He ain't got much cash, you know?
Then don't put out fucking jobs for people to do.
No. I think you're all mischaracterizing this. The guy at the start of the planet said that they would be interested in it. He never said there was a job going.
Oh. Well, god damn it, that guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
See,
find that guy and beat the fuck out of him.
even if this isn't a really like a direct reward, like credits, we can still use this to garner influence and the like.
Yeah, we can
For
like
2
buy a load of
weeks.
booze with this.
I don't know if they'll just let us at like I don't think we can walk in and be like, hey, we're the Atlases, give us 700 pounds of booze and then walk out. Like that's
Well,
like,
he did say
that's like going
everything's on
into-
the house.
Yeah, but that's
Or
like
the
going
house
into
burns down.
it's like going into a buffet, paying for the buffet, and then just bring in a wheelbarrow. Just start loading it in. Be like, we're eating for the month in here, guys. Let's put it in the sedan. You just bring the buffet home. Anyway, I'm gonna actually, I know who I'll talk to. The sheriff. I'm gonna go to the sheriff.
Are you guys gonna follow him? Follow her, sir?
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty logical move. So let's
Do
do
you
it.
think, Slash, do you think you could get some information from the sheriff about your mission?
I don't fucking know. I mean, is there anyone that I possibly have known from past acquaintances in the building?
No.
No chance.
You could flip Destiny to find someone you know.
Sure, I'll flip Destiny.
Okay, flip Destiny. So you, on a previous job in, let's say, Corellia, there was a guy who was working kind of in the criminal underscene of Corellia who gave you a little bit of information, who you notice is actually on one of the machines on the floor.
Oh.
His name was Dance.
Yes. Okay. I kind of quietly walk up to him and say, Dance, it's good to see you again.
Yes, I didn't think I'd see you again. And he like goes in for a hug.
I accept the hug.
It's big, it's sloppy, it's bro-like.
A sloppy hug?
Oh yeah, this guy is
No,
sweating.
there's a lot of tug.
It was really wet.
Uh,
It was slimy.
What are you doing in this rundown old place?
oh, you know,
I was getting lubed up for you, bud.
I'm looking for something.
Oh yeah?
Aren't
Aren't we
yeah.
all?
Well, maybe you perhaps have knowledge on this thing I'm looking for. I could, you know, compensate if you would like.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I like to get compensated, but I don't know how much knowledge I'm gonna have. What do you need?
Well, there's been a recent theft for the people I'm contracted for. Have you heard of anything of that nature?
Theft? Well, I think there was an old lady down on Main Street last week that got raided.
Much bigger than that.
Oh, there was a jewelry shop on the north side of town that got hit a couple weeks ago.
I'm talking about a large shipment going through Quarzite
Well,
recently.
Well, there is one thing bubbling down. This is gonna need some upfront compensation, though.
I hand him, I say, how much compensation are you thinking?
Make me an offer.
I hand him 200 credits.
Make an easy streetwise check.
Okay.
He says, "All right." He puts it slyly in his back pocket and says, "I'll get me through another day on this thing." Pointing at the machine. So, don't know if you know, but there's still some places on Mando space that they don't allow alcohol. From what I hear, the Atlases are trying to ship some alcohol out to Mando space. Big shipment stuff, you know? Big crate of the stuff. That's the two that just walked out, I think.
Interesting.
And for a little bit more compensation, I think there's a little interesting detail about that ship.
I hand him 100 more credits.
I'm not entirely sure that's a shipment of alcohol.
Oh. What? Perhaps. What do you think the shipment is filled with?
Well, the whole hoopla right now is about this missing gun shipment you may have heard of. If someone was going to offload a crate of Republic guns, I think the Death Watch would be the first ones I'd contact.
Thank you. That is good information. I hand him another 200 credits to compensate him.
Sorry, I just heard Death Watch and I was so excited I pooed a little.
He says, "Pleasure doing business with you as always, Mr. Voss. I hope you have a very successful day."
Yeah, that's
Indeed.
That's some valuable information.
I nod my head and I begin to head towards my companions who are following them.
Okay, step one, we need to find Darth Maul.
So you all kind of convene in the middle of town outside the sheriff's office.
I say, do you know what direction those Mandalorians went?
They left town.
Out of town.
The Atlas Corporation sold them the weapons. They're shipping it to Mandalorian space.
Interesting.
Well, that's
Why would the Mandalorians want weapons?
kind of
again?
far from here.
Are you really asking why Mandalorians want guns?
Like, we literally killed them once.
He
We want to kill them again.
He suspects that the Death Watch are purchasing them. Well, my contact.
That is not good.
I say, who are the Death Watch?
How much information do I have on the Death Watch, Putty?
You would know that they are kind of a sect of elite Mandalorians that are pretty vague in terms of like exact details, other than they're militant, and that they were like kind of a mythic organization during the war that not many people saw.
I say, well, there isn't too much known about them other than rumors, but they're somewhat of a militant branch of the Mandalorians, and I guess still very active.
Well, obviously we should deal with these guys.
Indeed. Where did they go?
As I say, they were walking out of town.
Then we need to hurry. They might be leaving the planet
Again,
with the Republic shipment of guns.
So the three of you that confronted them know that they were literally carrying a bottle of whiskey, and that's it.
well, they didn't have anything but whiskey on them, so
Hmm.
Is there that good stuff that they pour in the bottle and it tastes so bad? I'd vomit a little.
I vomit more to assert dominance.
I suspect one of two probabilities. Either they got the shipment and were paying, or they paid and are waiting for the shipment. I suspect the latter, but... Oh... We can't be too safe?
We can never be too
Well, I think we probably better move on it. But again, I am still missing an arm right here.
I don't know. What are you doing at the sheriff's office? Are they selling free arms?
I'm here because I'm trying to track down Arthur, and I believe the sheriff is probably my best bet for finding him.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
I look up over
how
at...
does this give you an arm, Cedric?
Well, I was about to talk to Macabre about it because he seems to be Mr. Moneybags.
Oh, for the 25,000 credits
Yeah.
that we need for down payment,
Yeah.
money bags.
And probably the rest of it as well. Macabre.
I'm here.
We're not
Okay.
actually buying all 4 arms, are we?
Yeah, I
No, we literally need one arm. So we probably have to... Yeah.
see, I don't know if they'll just let us buy one arm.
What the fuck? Why would...
That's because the
This is the dumbest business ever. Who
Why are you so
needs-
far away from the mic, Chris?
Oh, am I? Sorry.
How do you not know? You sounds like you're on the other side of the room.
I'm like 4 feet away instead of my usual 2.
Nah, I'm fairly certain you've stood up and you're like doing things.
Okay, maybe there's an egg involved, but
Okay.
Are you making food?
well, I haven't eaten today. I woke up at like 11:40 and was like,
You're
oh no.
ridiculous, Chris. You're such a meme.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't we take a break here since it's over half the session's done? So
Okay.
Yep.
take a break here. Chris can fucking eat, and then we'll think about what they're gonna do. So we'll have 5 minutes. Come back in 47.
I know what I'm
Okay.
gonna do.
I'm gonna piss.
Marshall,
Oh,
I think
release
we
the
need.
python.
No, Marshall, I think we need to get a conspiracy board going,
Indeed. Wait.
just so we can get all of this information down in one place. Because there are
Yeah.
so many players that, like, just it's insane.
I'm very happy to hear this.
And also, conspiracy boards are fun.
Yeah, I didn't get to participate in it.
Okay. I have the intermission music up so I can go piss.
Ah, nice. I should make some toast. What? Good call. I don't know if the viewers at home can hear me right now, but I'm making some eggs and I'm about to make some cinnamon toast. It's gonna be quite the tasty 1 o'clock breakfast. I really need to work on my sleeping habits. It's kind
Yes,
of a
you do,
disaster.
Chris.
Oh god, you're here.
So, Chris, here's the plan that I'm thinking of. Is
Alright.
because Slesh is our money guy, our face guy. You
Alright.
give him the money, then for the down payment,
I'm
and
back.
we'll see how long it can be, and then we'll come back for the arm eventually,
Eventually.
whenever he can get it in.
Is like right now we have 0 commitment to this guy. So I'm thinking let's go look at other options first, because 100,000 credits is nothing to just throw around lightly.
It's for 4 arms. And
Yeah,
we've
I
also
know,
got to
it's-
remember if they're not identical to the arm I've got,
it's gonna get
that-
a penalty.
then it's I'm not going to get the benefit.
Yeah.
So if I, like, we either take the 4 arms, then we've got spare. If it doesn't work together, then you can take the current one off, and we can sell that. And I'm sure we can find. And if they're the same, we got 3 arms, and it means it's not going to be too bad.
Factor in, or that the arms need to be identical. So I mean, that certainly has some value in it. It's just this is literally going to take up like 10% of my funds.
Oh, Marshall seems to be back. Is Marshall back?
am.
Is Joe back?
No. As long as you don't go breaking them, I guess I don't mind paying for.
Yeah, the likelihood is I'm not going to break them. And if I am, it's going to be one at a time. I'm pretty sure we'll have them spare by.
Find replacements.
Hmm?
No, since you'll have backups, we'll have time to find extra replacements.
Yeah, we'll have replacements. So it means that...
This is actually a good time. Can I, Chris, can I drag you down to private conversation lounge? Because you happened to have a vision when you were out last time.
Sure.
Okay,
oh, God.
No, but the viewers will miss it. Aw.
Yeah, oh well.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, they're just doing a vision thing for Chris.
Oh.
I don't know if Chris knows that I've left. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
So as you're walking towards the sheriff's office, you remember that you had a vision in your unconsciousness.
Alright, well, that's a thing. Alright. How do I tell everyone about that? Yeah. Should I tell everyone about that?
You asking the Emperor?
No, I'm not asking the Emperor.
You asking Nail?
Yeah, no, hold on. Let me talk to Kami and Nail.
Tell him.
Okay.
Don't tell him.
No, so guys, Force Vision. Outlook not good.
Wait, what?
I don't understand. What?
Okay. No, I'm pretty sure I just saw Xiao, desperately clawing for an SOS device. Just
Question. Who is
looking in good
Xiao?
shape.
Xiao is my Jedi Master. Wait, what do you mean she's clawing for an SOS device? Where was she? Where was this? Who was she clawing it from? Was she chained up? Details!
No,
I start shaking Merkaba back and forth.
She was on the ground.
I pull back Kasari, say, Jesus, he's got the plague. He might sneeze in your face.
I ain't scared of that. I ain't no bitch. Tell me.
Anyway, she was on the ground. I don't know much more beyond that.
Wait,
but,
the vision was only of her on the ground?
Yeah, no, that's kind of creepy.
What was the ground like? Was it sandy?
Oh no.
Metal, remember, I did say that.
Okay.
Putty, you're really
No,
quiet
Sam.
again?
Fine, as long as Chris hears me. Did Chris hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Did you hear me? Okay, yeah, I said during the thing it was metal.
It was a metal floor.
Oh, thank goodness. At least she's not resting on her enemy.
Right. Now, wouldn't that be torture?
And you said she was clawing for an SOS device? What do you even mean by that?
A beacon of sorts. I think she was trying to signal for help.
Well, we still have that SOS from Malistaire. Which might be a thing.
No. That's not her. The SOS on Malistaire actually went out. If if he's having a vision that she's trying to SOS us, then that doesn't make sense. She would have already succeeded if the one on Malastare was real. And besides, we already heard it was fake.
But that was also from a vision.
But again, that's also from Makava's vision.
Okay, well, we are taking Merkava's visions as accurate. I don't know why.
I do have the plague.
That you do, that you do.
In theory, these could be two competing visions, one of which is true and one of which isn't.
Oh, man.
Or one's a vision of the future and one's a vision of the past.
Or one's a vision of the future and one's a vision of the present.
Or one's a vision of the past and one's a vision of the present. Or was and then I vomit everywhere.
Or they're both visions of the present.
What if I'm just contacting parallel universe?
But a vision of the present that happened in the past would be a vision of the past.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a vision of the present.
That's not true.
When you're experiencing it, it's a vision of the present, but then
Yes, but only in
afterwards it's
that
a vision
instant.
of the past.
Yeah, but this, your argument, Chris, also implies there is no such thing as present because it's always past.
I mean,
We are getting way too deep down this rabbit hole.
So you walk into the sheriff's office.
Are we discussing philosophy, or what are we doing?
I'll bust down the sheriff's door.
He says, damn it, that's the third time this week.
I'm
What do you
sorry. I'm in a look, Sheriff. I got a disease and I gotta get it cured so I can save my master. I just remembered why the fuck I'm out on this shithole side of the galaxy. No offense. So,
Offense taken.
I need to know where Arthur is. Do you know?
Well, yes, I don't know, but my intel has grown stronger, and it's now pointing that they're keeping him in the High Roller. I could only have a couple days before I'm just gonna have to go in with the huts and do justice.
Damn, you know what? I'm starting to think we aren't getting the Atlas treatment over there.
oh my god.
I say thanks. Do you know any way I could get up there without arousing suspicion?
You could wait until we go in there to deliver justice, and then sneak in the fray.
I don't want to wait 3 days, and by the time you go up there to deliver justice, you'll have killed him.
And if you don't want to wait 3 days, I'm sure the huts would let me do it today.
Yeah, but if you kill him, I won't be able to talk to him.
That is
You
physically
can
true.
talk to him as he's bleeding out.
I could.
Also,
Look.
I have a feeling he won't really feel like talking to me if he knows you're about to execute him.
Death Squad for the win.
Well, I don't know how much I can help you, Miss Lasta.
Ugh. Well, at least you told me where he is. You're pretty sure your intel's secure?
I'd say 80% chance it's true.
Well, I've gone on smaller chances. Thank you, Sheriff.
You're welcome.
Did I actually break the door?
You kicked it in, and one of the hinges broke. The other one's fine.
Okay, I throw him 30 credits to fix the hinge.
Actually,
Much
can I fix
appreciated.
it?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah, you could probably fix it without parts.
Well, never mind. I'm not gonna pay him if he's fixing it.
No, I mean, I got mental tools, so I might as well make use of that.
He's like, thank you. I appreciate that. It seems like a pointless endeavor to kick it down and then instantly repair it, but hey, who am I to judge?
Yeah, I mean,
Kasari likes to make an entrance.
I
If
was
you excuse me, I have a mob boss's brother to deal with and a visit from the senator to prepare for, so...
oh my god,
Senator?
more ingredients.
Which senator?
The senator of Corellia, Joanna Stevens, is visiting here in 4 days. That's why I have to deal
What's
with the
she
shit.
doing here?
The big trade deal, apparently. I don't know much about it.
Wait a minute.
I forget. Where did we rest on her? Do we like her?
We are neutral to good with her.
Yeah. We did save her life.
He did save her life.
Well,
Also accused her police force of being completely incompetent, though.
well, that's her own
Yes.
goddamn fault. She needs to make her police force less incompetent, and then we won't insult it.
Okay, so
I say that okay, it seems we have two paths before us. One is the path of finding the guys for Celeste's shipment. The other is going back into the casino and breaking into the top floors.
Add a third for buying my arm.
I mean, I feel like that's something we can just do at any time.
Yeah, that's not really a...
Well, the Mandalorians look like they're going off-world. So that is very time...
Well, if they're going to
sensitive.
Mandalorian space, we can't follow them because our player map is only in this part of the galaxy.
Well,
You're
then
right,
we
it's a
need to
very
stop
real
them before they
restriction.
get up.
No,
Then we need to get
we've hit the
off
invisible wall.
Quarzite. You have to stop them before they get off
As soon as we
Quarzite.
hit
With
past,
that stuff.
as soon as we hit past Bothawai, we are gonna hit a wall in space, okay? And you don't want to hit that traveling at at light speed, okay? We'll just explode.
It's like the wire fences in Fallout 4. You can't get past them.
Yep. So anyway, so the question is, do we want to tackle these two things as a group, or do we want to tackle them separately?
I think we want to tackle them as a group.
Okay. Well,
So,
I have 3 days, so we should probably do Celeste's thing first.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
do Celeste's thing first.
Yay.
Alright. Take the wheel, my dude.
Okay, well, first well, first, if we're going to be hunting down these Mandalorian scum,
Well,
then
maybe we just find them and we don't hunt them.
I don't understand the difference.
Well, hunting is what you do to feed yourself with animals.
I
Oh.
stare blankly at Kasari for a couple seconds and say,
Have you ever
first, in order to hunt down these Mandalorian scum, I think we need to follow them to wherever their ship is. I'm thinking that a strategy we can use is possibly killing them, disguising ourselves as them with their armor, hiding under their armor, and then take the shipment.
I'm starting to think Celeste eats people. Anyway, I say...
Do you bring that point up to Celeste?
No, I'm thinking it, though. I say, why don't we just talk to him? Ask him for the shipment.
I look
Mandalorians
at the
aren't
other
much-
two Jedi and say, you two fought in the Mandalorian Wars, right?
They're not much of talkers.
Honestly, it almost...
Yeah, they're not very big talkers.
You guys always say that, but every time we talk to someone, they become very reasonable.
You know, I've never really talked to a Mandalorian. The closest I've ever really been to him up until today is, well,
I bet they'd really
About
appreciate it.
500 meters away.
I bet-
And through the...
I bet they'd really appreciate it then, because no one ever wants to talk to them. They've got this bad reputation. Everyone shuns them. See, I talked to them just today, and they seemed like
They
really nice
genocided
guys.
entire worlds.
Well, are you sure those two guys specifically did that? I mean,
No,
I know
but they're
the
part of the...
I know the Hutts on the planet I came from did a lot of horrific shit, and I'm not a part of
If
it.
they're part of Death Watch, then they certainly participated, yes.
Celeste, you get a quick text message on your comm link at this point.
Oh, text message up. Okay.
So it's from Daniel, and it says, "New lead, Mando's on Quarzite, suspicious!" Exclamation mark.
Oh yeah, you're fucking slow, Danlin.
I say, I type in, thanks, winky face.
He just sends 2 X's back.
What?
I say, it seems as though my contact has been trying to tell me the Mandalorians are indeed suspicious. A little late, but appreciated.
Well, at least he's accurate. So,
Indeed. Trust me, I would place my life in this man's hand. Not really.
Almost as if the planet has a very weird communicative barrier that only lets messages through every now and then. Charles, you actually get a message on your comm link
What the fuck?
from Guilherme that says, "Just as part of the job to keep away to not tell anyone about the tomb, I thought I'd let you know there's been heavy footfall on Abednedo. More ships landing than I'm used to. Not sure it's anything to worry about, just let you know.
Something's happening at
Is-
Abernetto, guys.
What? What is happening in Abernetto?
Guilherme just sent me a message, which is really weird that he knows my contact number. Apparently there's more ships than usual there.
Is someone really trying to invade the planet?
They
I
might-
don't know.
Do you think the Mandalorians are perhaps trying to establish a foothold there? Is that
Well-
why they want the weapons?
Shit.
How big is this weapon cache supposed to be?
No idea. Big enough to take control of the planet, though, if I'm to believe the Republicans. The Republic.
What weapons are you looking for?
A very big shipment.
It could be there.
Well, I think our best chance is we find these Mandalorians, force them to tell us what's going on, kill them, take their armor, and disguise ourselves as them.
You couldn't pay me to wear that stuff. I think
Yeah,
we
you
just need to
couldn't
take
do that for
from the
me
punch.
either, and considering there are 4 of us and 2 of them,
Okay, me and Kasari then.
well, anyway, we've got to go and get them. So let's go.
Also, I'm not sure still if I'm up for just murdering these people. Like, hell,
No, I mean,
Also-
we'll say hi first and then kill them.
that's
It's also worth mentioning now that I hear talking about armor that the 3 that met them would know that they were just wearing kind of casual clothes. Couldn't see
Oh.
any armor.
how we know they were Mandalorians.
The Chris and Charles would have recognized certain facial features that are synonymous with the kind of culture and the ethnic group they're from.
Oh, so we don't even know. Okay, okay.
Yeah, no, you're not certain they're Mandalorians. But I just said that it was very likely.
Either way, let's go follow them.
And we also now know that there are Mandalorians on this planet anyway.
Let us leave
Let's
the
go.
city then.
So you guys heading the way they went?
Yep.
Should we alert the Republic of our suspicions of
I say-
another Mandalorian uprising?
Sure, we can do it when we get to the ship.
I say I'll participate in this, but only if we plan on arresting them if they're doing something illegal.
I mean,
We are
Alright.
not
Well,
executors.
how about this? If they're doing something illegal and they shoot at us, we kill them. If they don't shoot at us, we could spare them. Maybe.
okay. How about... Listen, if you want to take the diplomatic approach, I'll support that. So, we'll talk to them. If things turn violent, we'll deal with them. How about that?
That sounds good for me.
Alright, let us go. Head off into the sunset.
So you head out of the city the way you came, and after a few minutes walking, you notice tracks, like land speeder tracks.
Is it...
We've got to run real fast to gonna keep up with them if they're on speeders.
Or we get a speeder. Or we just fly the ship after them.
Well, we have to get to the ship first. And we won't
I'm
really know
not
where
saying
we're
we're
going.
already in the ship, but
when we leave... I say, fine, let's go find speeders. Is there a place we can rent speeders that's, like, you know, advertising them?
No, not that you've seen.
I guess we're going to have to follow them.
why not use the ship?
Because...
It's a spaceship, and we're...
They can fly.
On-
Spaceships
fly low.
can go in through atmosphere. I mean,
Yes, but we're
Yep.
inside the planet itself. We're not on its surface.
how high is the ceiling?
Not high.
Okay.
You're in caves right now.
Okay.
The ceiling in Vicho is really high, but not in these caves.
Gotcha. Well, we might just have to follow on foot then, yeah.
I say, Macabre, jump on my back a sec.
Oh, hell yeah. It's
What
been
about
so long.
tauntauns? We should look for tauntauns.
Let's go, buddy.
And I'm going to start sprinting after.
Okay, so you guys take a leisurely walk through the.
I'm
highway.
sprinting. I'm out and out sprinting.
Is Kasari and Slash sprinting?
Well, I guess I run after.
Yeah, I guess I try to.
Everyone make a hard athletics check.
I'm on Cedric's back.
Except for you. Oh yeah, Cedric, 2 setback for yours.
No,
Plus,
can I give
addition-
him encouraging speech to him to keep him motivated?
3 setback, Charles, and 1 boost. 1 boost for the encouragement, 2 setback for having him on your back, and 1 setback for still not having an arm.
Man, that's rough.
Oh. Just like good old times. Bizarre feats of strength.
And using enhance ability, I also get 2 fourth die with that.
Oh.
And I'm going to turn.
Oh, roll another setback. You rolled 2 instead of 3.
Oh,
Okay. What are you doing with the 2 light points?
I'm going to turn them into advantage.
Okay, so Kasari. So initially, Cedric runs far ahead of Kasari and Slash, who decide to take this as like kind of a training opportunity, and they both, clearly push themselves to the limit, to the limit, to the limit. They both gain 10 XP that can be used in athletics.
Oh.
And
I say,
Sorry,
oh,
did you say-
yay.
Oh, yeah. So Slash and Skazar, you both gain 10 XP for pushing yourself to the limit. However, when you're at the limit, Slash, you trip and fall and end up about 20 minutes behind from trying to recover and then start sprinting again. Whereas Kasari, you're able to keep up with Cedric by the end.
Hey, does anyone notice that we kind of left somebody behind? I'll say Cedric sprinted.
I look over my shoulder, go, where is Slash?
About 20 minutes later, Slash arrives exhausted.
Did you go Wookiee hunting or something?
There are no Wookiees here.
You sure? Where'd you go?
I
Behind us.
don't have the breath to explain.
Okay.
Come on, let's go there.
As
It's
you
fine.
reach the
I'll grab
turbo
a
lift,
speeder now.
the speeder tracks seemingly disappear. There's no more speeder tracks and there's no speeders around. And yeah, you head up the turbo lift.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
Can I roll perception to see if I notice anything?
Sure. Make a simple perception check.
A simple? What would that be?
0. You don't notice anything other than the turbo lift.
Okay.
You seem like you've got a good grip on the area. There are a few worm-like creatures in the dirt that seem to be eating bits of rock that have fallen,
Okay. Well,
burrowing into the dirt.
I say
Is that
they
the...
must have really taken their speeders up the elevator.
Keep in mind the tracks do end like a good, let's say, 10 feet before the elevator.
Oh.
Oh, that's bizarre.
I haven't heard of pocket speeders before, but it could be a Mandalorian thing.
I doubt it. I don't think they're smart enough to develop anything on their own.
Wow.
Wow, that's a low blow.
I say, by the way, Mandalorians are very intelligent when it comes to developing weapons of war.
But ignoring that comment,
Are we going into this thing, I say, as I'm walking towards the turbo lift?
I don't know. They seem to have disappeared
Yahoo!
10 feet away from...
Do you all go into the turbo lift?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a very different experience going up than down, as you kind of it's kind of jarring, and your like organs and your air kind of changes and the pressure changes, and then of course it's a wondrous experience when the caves end and you're kind of out in the expanse of space. You finally arrive back at the space hub, and you're in kind of the docking area. You see the Galaxy Plunger, and there's one more docked ship on the opposite end of the room, and you see two figures walking towards the door to it.
Are they the Mandalorians?
Can't tell from this far out.
Okay. Do they happen to have pocket speeders?
You can't see any pocket speeders.
Okay.
They would be in their pockets.
Damn.
That is a very good point.
It is. They're too far away to distinguish, but is their ship stand out at all, or no?
No, it seems like a really generic ship that you'd find for most like general purposes these days.
Puddy, can I use my electro binoculars, which also have magnification?
Yeah, you'd make a average perception check to see if you can make them up. They are the men that you talked to earlier.
They're the men that we talked to earlier. Better run.
Oh, okay. I guess we're going to try and catch up to them then.
Everyone make an average athletics check.
Do I have to?
Are you running after them, or are you just gonna walk behind everyone?
I guess I'll sigh and walk behind them. I don't want to hurt myself.
Sles and Cedric, you get to the point where they are like you're within earshot of them. Kasari, you could catch up to them physically.
That I will.
Okay. They seem anxious to board the ship, but when Kasari gets close to them, they hesitate. What do you three do?
I say, "Excuse me, gentlemen.
Hello!
You seem to be two people that
Can I interest you in
I
an
may
acting
have
plan?
an interest in."
We're just visiting. We're leaving now.
Are you two Mandalorians by chance?
Oh no, the Mandalorians are gone.
Is there a way I can
said
tell whether or
sweating.
not he's lying?
Yeah, make a 3 challenge dice perception check.
Ooh.
Hot damn. Hot diggity dog damn.
Actually, never mind. It's not perception. It's discipline. All discipline.
Oh no! I was gonna have 3 yellow versus 3 red. Okay.
3 triumph versus 3 despair.
Oh. Oh.
You're gonna make me pass out, aren't you?
Are you too mad, Lord?
You don't take any strength. But you don't think he's lying about not being Mandalorian. But you do think he's not. He's framing the issue in a way that that you're not sure is entirely truthful.
I say, are you two perhaps defectors from your Mandalorian clan or whatever they're called?
Hey, we're just here for a business trip, buying whiskey. We're gonna go now. I'm sorry, we don't have time to answer your questions. We have a very important dinner date. We'll be going. And
I grab him by the shoulder.
you didn't
and say,
physically catch up. If you start to move towards them, they're gonna get in the ship.
Okay. God damn it! I'm thinking of pulling out my gun.
No, it's okay. I've got an idea. I jump on the ship. No. Could I nonchalantly enter the ship with them?
Not nonchalantly, but you could jump in.
How far away am I?
Should I jump in the ship, guys?
You're about 20 feet away.
Guys, should I?
I
Just wing
say
the
do
ship?
it.
Should I just
Do
wing
it.
the ship
Wait.
and jump in?
Hold on.
I'm the only
How
one who
big is
can.
the-
I'm the only one who caught up. So
What's the silhouette of the ship?
It's beyond the wall.
silhouette 30. You can't see it, is what he's saying.
No, yeah, you can only see the door.
Okay,
How much longer till I can see it?
fuck it. I jump in
You
the
have to
ship.
get on the other side of the wall.
It happened. I jumped in, buddy.
Okay. So the both of them get in the ship. You jump in, and they look down at you as one of them begins to obviously take off. The ship is now taking off.
Wait,
What
can
do the
I?
three of you
when
do?
I see her jump in, can I throw my comm link in her direction to see, hoping that Mark Kasari can catch it?
Flip Destiny and make a 5 difficulty dice vigilance check.
Oh
If you
man.
want to do it.
Who, me or him?
Oh God!
Him. Do you want to try and
This is so great.
Does anyone want to help me?
I'm
Nobody
gonna
gets
try
help
to
with
move
this.
Sorry,
Nobody can help this. No.
not even the person trying to catch it.
No, because she's going to have to make a separate check to catch it.
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
If only I spent.
never mind.
I'm
then.
gonna start running over to the Galaxy Plunger.
Hold on.
Has the Galaxy Plunger got guns on it?
Yes.
I'm just gonna be like, guys, I'm joining your pirate crew. The Jedi are dumb.
Okay, so
Hey!
can I,
So, is anybody going to do anything before the ship takes off?
can I move to where I can see the ship?
Have to get on the other fucking side of the wall and into space.
Hey,
Wait,
actually, he can
I'm
survive
on-
in a vacuum for a little bit because of his mask.
I'm going to the Galaxy Plunger.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, then the
Why?
ship takes off, and
These-
the guy who was left with you, Kasari, says, "What?"
I get up and brush myself off, and I'm like, good day, sir.
I wonder what the Emperor's thinking right now.
He's quiet.
There's no
I wonder if
words.
he's just baffled.
He's like, we never.
Just want to say, Marshall, this is a great thing you're doing right now.
I know.
You know, you're dying from, blood AIDS. And you
Coughs and
just
goes,
separate yourself from the group for an extended time.
Hey,
"Can I help you?"
I was told this was important to someone. I say, yes. Oh shit! I didn't even think of what I would do once I'm on the ship. That might have been important.
Is anybody else aside from Cedric going to the Galaxy Plunger?
Yeah, I'm
I
going.
guess I'm heading to the Galaxy Plunger too, because they just made off with their friend.
Are you taking off Cedric and trying to follow them?
Yeah, I'm shouting at Kado.
Okay. Kato takes off, and you notice that they're kind of heading in the direction of Corellia. So what's happening on the ship, Kasari?
I'm going to use force power influence and say, you know what? I think you need to relax, buddy. And I'm gonna try to, make him compliant.
Okay, well, so roll the force power check. But
Okay.
you're obviously trying to influence his emotions rather than shape anything. I assume you use all 3 points.
Yes.
Okay. So you feel a natural sense of like a nervousness and kind of vulnerability slip away in a more tranquil sense. Say, "Hey, I'm pretty relaxed. I just came here to buy alcohol. I got the bottle upstairs. I'm about to open it. I'm just very confused as to why you're here."
I'm here to drink the alcohol with you, buddy.
He looks at you side-eyed and then ushers you upstairs.
Guys, I think we have the wrong people. I think these guys are just here to buy alcohol.
Red herring, possibly.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure if these were Mandalorians, they'd shoot me. Like, if this was Blackwatch, they'd just kill me. I go upstairs. Do I see a bunch of Blackwatch operatives?
No, you actually just see the guy flying the ship push a button, and then
and I get dropped.
no, and then move back and start like pouring out a glass and saying, "This is a very unusual situation.
Yep, I know.
We have escape pods." He like throws a glass across the table towards you.
He's offering you an escape pod. It's like, oh my god.
So, do you think it's sorry?
I don't know what to say. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah,
I am gonna say... So you guys were really just here to buy alcohol, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, what? What'd he say? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Never mind. Yeah, sure is the classic lie. He's lying out his goddamn mouth. I can see it. I can see the lies. I can hear him. I can smell him. I could lick him. I could lick him right off his face, but I'm not gonna because that's weird.
See if he's telling the truth.
I just know. I just believe. Marshall believes he's lying, and if I roll and fail, then I'll have to forget the fact that I think he's lying. So I'm just gonna go off of player skill here.
That's fine.
Something I realized the other day is rolling checks to like of insight on whether someone is lying or not is really risky. If you, the player, already think they're lying, but you fail really badly, you then have to kind of forget what you already suspected, and that's like, I don't know if I want to do that. So, I am going to, I'm gonna say, hey, want to give me a tour of this place?
He says, no.
they seem oddly somber.
You guys seem oddly somber. Most people, when I jump on their ships like this, they freak out a little bit. You're really calm. Then again, I did influence his mind to be calm.
One of them. The other one is just staring at you, just saying, it's curious. I don't want to overreact. I see what's on your hip.
What, this? No. What? What? This is something I got. I ain't a Jedi, if that's what you think. I'm not, so.
Roll a deception check against 2 challenge dice.
If that's what you think about me, it's not true, so don't worry. Oops.
Sure, you're not a Jedi, and we just came here to buy alcohol.
Ah! That's confirmation! That's confirmation! I say, okay, so you know that I know that you know that I know you're lying.
What is even going on that ship? It's like...
It's a standoff, because now we know.
Okay. He says, taking the final sip of his first glass. Here's the real question. What do we have to do to get you off this ship without us dying?
My friend's looking... Wait, what are you looking for again, Toe?
A Republic weapon shipment.
My friend's looking for a Republic weapon shipment.
If I tell you who currently owns that weapon shipment, will you leave my ship?
Yes.
Thomas Atlas.
Thomas Atlas?
Thomas
Oh!
Atlas.
You mean Tommy? Yeah, okay, cool. And can I at least know how you know this?
That wasn't part of the deal.
Well, how am I going to know if you're lying or not if I don't know where the source was?
Please get off my ship. I've told you who owns the shipment.
Fine.
He nods at you and points to what seems to be the entrance to an escape pod.
I get in.
It poofs you out, and you can it's not too hard to control. And Charles, you can pretty easily get it into the Galaxy Plunger with a little bit of tech know-how. Or anybody on the Galaxy Plunger.
Is Charles piloting?
I don't know why I keep saying Charles because he was the one who got in, so it indicated that he was going to go straight to the pilots. But
No, no, no.
I
shouted Kate out to do that.
Charles crashes into the escape pod, killing Kasari.
I'll assume I probably got in the pilot seat.
Make an average piloting check.
Okay.
To be fair, I could
Charles,
probably do
jump to
that.
hyperspace, aim at Kasari's pod. We're all dying today.
Okay, so you excellently maneuver the ship and the docking base of the escape pod, lands in there. Now the Galaxy Plunger isn't designed to kind of take escape pods, so there's no hole for it or anything. So Kasari, you do kind of go crashing into the bay of the Galaxy Plunger. You take one strain, but you are able to successfully, without taking any wounds, arrive in the Galaxy Plunger. You didn't damage any of the cargo, and you get out completely safe.
Well, that was an experience.
I dust myself off and I say, Jesus, that was awkward. That was more awkward than anything that's ever happened ever. If there was something more awkward than that, I think I'd kill myself. Anyway.
You haven't seen me
They
talk
have the
yet.
weapons.
They do not.
Who
But
does?
I know who
Do they?
does.
Okay, who?
Thomas Atlas.
Are you shitting me?
So, looks like all
I
roads
turned the
lead...
ship around.
Looks like all roads lead to the high roller. I gotta go get Arthur there. You gotta get Thomas there. So,
I got to execute Thomas there.
well, I don't know. Just take the weapons. Why do you need to kill him?
I don't know. I'm just going to feel like this isn't going to end safely, you know?
And I need an arm.
So we can probably skip the travel if you all want to head back to Vichico. Or
Yeah.
Vicho, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you actually just heading straight to the high roller?
Yeah, there's nothing else I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk in. You're not asked to pay anything. You are asked for your weapons, though.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Now, this is one of those cases where we might want to sneak them in, boys.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I'm shitty at everything.
And
Stealth-wise.
they know we have
If I
weapons on
wanted
us.
if I wanted to sneak in my gun, how hard would it be?
Yours would be, I think, four difficulty.
And how hard would it be to sneak in one of their lightsabers?
That would be 5 because they're specifically looking for.
Hmm.
Shit.
Okay. I
There's
figured
no way.
these-
We'll definitely fail.
I was thinking they would hand it to me and I would sneak it by.
What's your stealth?
Or would they?
That would reduce it to 3.
My stealth is technically 2 yellow and 1 green, but I get 2 boost die whenever
And if
if
you use Destiny as well.
Well, I actually don't need my lightsaber per se, because I'm coming in just to speak to someone. So if you're gonna sneak someone's lightsaber in, it should probably be either Cedric's or Merkava's.
Yeah.
I-
Desperately time.
I will
Like,
turn.
I'm-
Okay.
I will-
I'm not going to be much use without my lightsaber.
I
That's
will
what I'll say.
turn in my lightsaber.
Why don't you guys flip a coin and I'll sneak into whoever's lightsaber wins the coin toss.
Can we sneak both in?
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna enter before you do this whole thing, so that if you get caught, I'm just like separate from that whole drama.
You go and sit down somewhere.
Oh, I assumed we would all enter
actually-
separately.
Putty, is it one roll for if I try to sneak in both, or will it be a harder roll?
Yeah, it'll be a roll for each weapon you try to sneak in, and if you want to pass it back to them when you're in, that's another roll.
God.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary, because if things get hot, you can just throw it to us once they get hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That won't be a part of the starter combat thing, though. That will take some sort of on-turn
Could it be a maneuver?
either maneuver. Or
There's also
it
the
might be a
issue
maneuver.
that I could be encumbered carrying all your weapons.
They only weigh up one
Yeah.
encumbrance. They're not too bad.
Oh, there are only one encumbrance? Oh, then I can carry both of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we should go with both. It's better to be safe in this situation.
Okay. I'll pray that bad things don't happen.
Okay.
I do
Roll.
want to hand them my gun, though. I can
Oh, okay.
probably just fisticuff my way
All right.
through.
You take your gun and you put it in a box. However, they are still going to search you and make 2 hard stealth checks. Then.
Come on.
That's one.
Yes.
That's 2!
Corey in the house.
Damn it.
You successfully enter the casino with both of their lightsabers.
Alright. As I'm walking in, I just simply nod to both of them to confirm that it's in my pocket.
Okay, then I'll give them my sword and my blaster then.
I don't have anything else on me, so I'll let them molest me, and then we'll get going.
They do molest you pretty hard.
Ah, God damn it.
Okay, you're all in then. What's the plan of action? At this point, it's getting.
Celeste,
by
what's the
way.
plan of action?
It's probably like 9 to 10 a.m. PM right now.
Huh?
It's probably about 9 or 10 PM right now.
Well, I think someone should distract the guards, and then we'll just use the elevator.
Is the elevator, like, locked off to us or something?
It's guarded. Well, the elevator I need to get into is guarded. I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, I don't know where the fuck their guns are. We just know that Tommy has them. I know where Arthur is, or at least I know he's past that guarded elevator. As far as...
Could we possibly use... and I know you want to... I know that you want to talk to Arthur about your disease, but do you think it's possible we could maybe use him as a hostage to get the weapons?
I say that wouldn't work. His brother's basically written him off anyway.
Huh. Well, I mean, I bet we could use him as a leverage against his brother.
Why did you say that? Sorry, what did you hear that makes you think that?
Because I heard the conversation between the sheriff and the 3 of them. Didn't his brother basically say, like, eh, fuck
I say...
I don't know,
think
his brother said, I'll quote, in that conversation, Tommy said, that's not happening, and walked back into the casino.
Oh, what I mean to say... This is big news. What I mean to say is... Tommy
It was. I'm not rewriting anything. That's actually what I said.
No, I know.
Oh,
It's
there we go.
news. It's news for me. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
yeah.
you did. I've been going under the impression that Tommy basically said fuck him.
I will say though that when Charles, it was when Cedric was in conversation with Tommy, he did say Jesse died during the war, just like Arthur.
But anyway, I'm gonna start banging down. I say, yeah. I mean, he might care about his brother enough to do that. So yeah, sounds like a plan. But
No, basically, I wonder. If
I put my
we-
hand on Kasari and say,
get your hand off me! No, just kidding.
he might already be dead.
What? No,
Uh,
the disease hasn't taken him already. I'm too young to die. I start running around in circles.
No, I wonder if we get his brother off planet and cured, if that would be enough for him to just drop the whole weapons deal thing and just turn those in.
I think he's already dead.
How so?
he was...
Mer-
He was just...
I think he was mercy killed.
See, that doesn't
What?
make sense. I say,
That-
if he mercy killed him, why wouldn't they tell the sheriff in the other huts? The
Yeah.
sheriff and the huts still plan on
I don't know,
blowing
but
into this place.
He said to me, he said to me that both Jesse and Arthur died in the same war.
Is everybody up for a little bit of overrun today, or have people got places to be?
Maybe that's like a metaphor. Well, I gotta clean
I'm
the
fine.
toilets eventually, but I can do a little bit. Anyway, Maybe that's like a metaphor for something, because I just feel like if he did kill...
Maybe they're just dead inside.
If we do go over, can we take like another small break in like 30 minutes then, or so I can get something to eat?
Sounds good to me.
If Arthur did kill him, or sorry, if Arthur was killed, I feel like they would have told the Hutts so that the Hutts don't blow in here in a few days, killing everyone.
Maybe.
Yes, I feel as though it's likely a metaphor for, I don't know, the disease that he got. Maybe he got the disease
Maybe they have space aids.
somehow the same way that Jesse. I don't know.
I mean, either way, it seems like we're probably going to want to use that elevator. I bet that's where they keep the guns, too, up there.
Yes, I suspect that we're not going to be finding anything here. We should at least move forward.
So, who's going to run the distraction?
I would offer to do it, but I feel as though I'm one of the more likely ones to get through, and also I have the,
Quick, Cedric, break my leg.
I want to speak to Arthur, so I also want to go through.
Cedric, do you think I was joking? Break my leg, or at least dislocate it.
Are you kidding? We're gonna have to then. It'll take 6 weeks to fix it.
That's fine. I'll just ride Cedric's back.
Maybe longer.
Maybe longer. Depends how much damage I do to it.
Fake break his leg. Why do we have to really break your leg?
You're... God,
of course, it's to be convincing.
No showmanship. Where's the authenticity?
Yeah, but we only need to trick him for a few seconds while we go up in the elevator.
Yeah, okay, fine. Well, Cedric, do you want to have a quick tussle? A good old friendly, you beat me in a brawl.
That's a good idea. Fight right in front of the guards.
Okay.
Smash him over the head with a bottle.
Or we could pretend to be really drunk, draw the guards away from the elevator.
I take a bottle and throw it at Merkava.
Guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to use the lightsaber real quick.
and then I shout, "Oh no! Look at that guy! He just threw a bottle!" Fight!
Yeah, no, seriously, I can take a punch. Just like, don't do it too hard. Just
Charles, are you going to punch him? Where are you doing this exactly?
Maybe Merkava should be punching Charles.
Yeah, maybe it should be you punching me.
Because Charles can deal like 10 damage in a punch.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Actually, like, probably quite easily more than 10 damage in a punch.
So what are you guys gonna do, and where?
Yeah, I think we're gonna stage a fight real quick. Not like immediately in front of them, like enough that they would have to go and respond to it.
Okay. So who's throwing the punch?
I think it's gonna be me.
Yeah, it's gonna be you throwing the punch.
Then make a melee brawl check against Cedric and his melee defense.
I have 3 melee defense.
All right.
Actually, no, 2. Sorry, because I'm not got a. Wait a sec. Let me do.
What's the
Be very
difficulty of it?
convincing and shout and cuss at him too.
What's the difficulty?
Okay.
2. It's a melee check.
All right.
Yeah, and 2
2 setback.
for 2 setback.
Nice.
You miss a punch, and nobody really looks at it, and you gain 1 strain.
But Carver, do you want me to show you how it's done?
This is gonna look really awkward if you're teaching me how to. So I'm just gonna keep swinging until at least one connects.
No, I'm not gonna let you just keep swinging. You failed your attempt to brawl with it.
I'm going to attempt to punch him in the shoulder.
It's a brawl check, 2 difficulty against his his melee defense.
I mean, this
My
might
melee
be a
defense is
very
currently 3.
convincing fight if you accidentally kill Merkava.
What's your melee defense?
It's currently 3.
And this is an enhanced ability check.
Try not to kill him.
Oh God.
I am gonna
No.
put those.
Don't. You hit. You don't need to do more damage.
Yeah, I'm putting it into advantage so I can recover strain.
Oh, okay.
or make it.
He has some real pent-up aggression against Utapau.
And also make it look like it's like we're properly scuffling. So it's
It's gonna take 3 advantage to pull that off. Then, so you'll only be able to.
yeah, that's fine.
So how much damage do you do?
Wait. He has to spend advantage to make it look like it's real punch. He's dealing damage, isn't it? A real
No.
punch?
He said he wanted to make it look like a real scuffle. So with those 3 advantage, he's making it kind of a back and forth, letting Merkava get a few swings in, even if they're missed, but they look like they're real. It's turning into a performance.
I gotcha.
So that would be. Sorry, Merkava. This is 9 damage.
Okay, I take 3.
Okay, so it's actually not that big of a blow. You guys mainly just go. It's kind of like a martial arts contest where you're missing most of your blows, but finally Cedric mans like an elbow to the chin.
And I yell, "Wow, the security in here sure is lax. They just let people fight like animals." And I sort of like descend into the shadows.
So the guards at the elevator, who've already had 1 fight today, start to see it, and they whisper something into their communication device. And 4 guards from another room come in and
Damn it! The security in this place is really good.
Damn, this didn't work out.
You could still try to sneak in since they're kind of distracted.
They're standing on either side of the elevator.
Would it be skullduggery to lie to the guards?
No, it'd be deception.
No.
Deception? Oh, fuck.
At that, I
Okay,
I break away from the
Skullduggery would be
car.
like picking their pockets.
Oh, okay. Well,
Or trying to push the elevator button without them noticing.
Okay. How close are they to the elevator?
Very close.
Okay.
They're sticking their dick in
standing
it.
either side of it.
I walk up to both guards and say, "Hey, buddy, old pal," and I point to some random patron and I say, "That old asshole over there saying that your mother's as ugly as a pig."
What the fuck?
So you don't have to roll deception. He replies by saying, "Well, she's getting on in years. Can't really blame her."
Oh no, that's terrible. Man, these
Never like to hear that, but I mean, I guess you can't blame people for telling the truth, you know?
Oh.
What the fuck? I say,
He said
you're
about
just gonna let, just go take it for your mother?
Okay, that I'm going to say is a charm check, and it's going to be 2 challenge dice.
Oh god.
You're appealing to his better nature.
Does anyone want to help me?
I say, I know if it was my mother, I'd protect her honor.
One boost die.
Okay. What is it? 2 challenge die?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You recover 4 strain. It was a very cathartic experience for you trying to talk to this individual, but he says, well, you know, you gotta let bygones be bygones. You don't get this job by being overreactionary, you know?
You know, we should hire these guys on.
These guys are very professional. It's impressive, really.
They're the kind of professionals that Bobby the Butcher likes working with.
I'm gonna start looking around. Are there like air vents?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could see like 3 in this room.
Fuck
that you
it.
could fit in.
We're doing Mission Impossible. I'm gonna. Would anyone see me if I started unscrewing air vents?
Yes. But you can do it stealthily.
Ooh, you want me to do it?
Do it. Would that be skullduggery?
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
would be skullduggery.
So are they still just pointing guns at us?
No, Cedric said he broke off from you, so I assume the fight situation is over.
Okay, just making
Okay,
sure.
well, I'm going to unscrew one of the air vents. How hard will that be?
Average skullduggery check.
If there's one thing I can do, it's jumping into something that's open. Oh.
Take 2 strain and
damn it! I'm already 3 straight away.
Oh my
Passing
god, you're
out.
so close to passing out. Okay.
That was after recovering. Wait, you recovered 4 from the conversation, remember?
Yeah, I was at 10.
Okay.
Because when you wake up from being knocked out, you are
Yeah.
1 under your max threshold.
We need to get into combat so you can
I look at
recover
the
strange
huge
luck.
bags. I look
or
at the
discipline.
huge bags under his eyes, and I'm like, you need to take a nap, dude.
So sorry, are you gonna try and get in the air vent?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to slip in like a little snake.
Can I also fit into the air vent?
You probably
Would
can't.
all of us fit?
No, it's probably just Kasari.
Oh god.
I'm a halfling.
Average.
Uh,
Average.
I
stealth
hand.
check.
Before Kasari goes in there, I hand her one of the lightsabers.
Hard stealth check
Oh, what will I have to
Wait, for
roll
me or
to
him?
hand her?
for him.
You.
Hand. No, to you, Toe. If you want to hand her the lightsaber.
What is the check you cut out?
Hard stealth.
Okay.
You feel like you can make it?
I mean, if you want to help, it's always appreciated.
I
But
don't know
I
how
don't
it
think
would.
there's any way that she can help with this.
Because I'm the receiver of the action. I feel like someone outside the situation would have to do it, if anything.
And even like, how would you help? I guess they could cover it up. That would be even more suspicious.
This is why we need a hut in the group, because they could just walk past and cover
Success.
with their giant body.
Slickly slip it into her hands.
Oh man, this is whose lightsaber did you give me?
whose is better?
Probably Mercatus.
Actually,
Probably Macaver's. I don't know.
Okay.
Mercatus
hand her
is-
Mercatus.
Oh no, Macaver's is busted.
Oh,
so probably
oh,
mine.
I-
I
and
want
Cedric's.
the good one. Okay, cool.
It's
You get
it's
purple
busted.
rain.
It's working
It's
again.
all shitty.
it's working
Anyway.
again, but it's like new and unmodified and a cracked crystal.
See, it's busted. It's cracked. Okay.
So it's going to be an average stealth check to get into the vent. Without being seen.
Oh god.
Can I help her by kind of like blocking the vent with my body?
I'll say that it'll add, like you doing that will add both a boost and a setback, and depending on which one gives what, that will change the narrative outcome as to what you do.
Okay.
Should you do it?
I guess.
Okay.
Oh no.
This is
The boost means that you've successfully logged it. The setback means that it was really fucking suspicious. So if the setback comes back blank, nobody noticed. But if the setback comes back with stuff, then they noticed you, but maybe not her.
Oh, actually, I kind of like that. Okay, so it's all on him. I like it. I don't have to deal with shit. Here we go, guys.
If you fail, then they're still gonna like come after
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Cross your fingers, boys.
Hey!
Yeah.
You did essentially nothing. You were like, you were trying to be really casual, like you were walking really normally, but because you were being really casual about it, you didn't really block her. But she managed to slip in without being seen.
Awesome.
Because
That's
apparently no one was
amazing.
looking at the time, because there were no difficulty die showed up either. So the guards
Yeah.
were like, man, maybe I should talk to my mom.
Hey mom, how's it going? So you
And the
wander up,
other guard's like, tell her how you feel, buddy.
so you crawl into the vents until eventually you get to another vent. There's a little bit you could crawl further up, but you can exit now on what seems to be the second floor.
Can we
And peering through the vents.
play Batman music? I mean, not Batman. James Bond music.
Sure.
Thank you.
Wait, what music did you want?
007, Goldeneye.
Nice.
You know, like. Oh. Yes!
So, you climb through. So, peering through the vent, you can see a lavish, decorated room with red carpeting and golden walls and pillars and large wooden seats. You can't see too much, but it seems to be a very fancy room.
Nice.
Can't hear any talking or signs of life.
There's no one here?
You can't hear any talking.
Are there any doors?
You can't see them from your shaft, from your from your vent.
And it's completely quiet inside.
Can't hear anything though.
Putty, did you say from your shaft?
I'm in a ventilator shaft. Oh, the music's picked up. I have to go in. I bust through.
Okay, realize that you're in sort of like a church.
That's weird. I'm already creeped out.
Sort of like a little church, and there is one person, a Belusian woman, who seems to radiate beauty that seems to have faded in old age, sitting in the corner, who looks very surprised to see you.
Is that the guard's mother?
Oh no, is it?
The guard was human, so you know.
Oh.
I say, just I'm here to repair the vents. There's been some problems with the air conditioning.
Make it 3 challenge dice.
Come on, that's a great excuse. Oh, okay.
Yeah, your vents are infected with Jedi. I'm here to fix it. As you exit the vent.
I'm here to kill them all, and I draw a red lightsaber. Oh, that'd be great if I was a Sith, but
You're
Well,
not.
it's purple, so it's close enough.
okay. You said deception.
You guys ever
yeah.
wondered if you mashed
Pretty
a
challenging.
red and a blue lightsaber together hard enough, you'd get a purple one?
That's how Mace Windu came to be.
Oh!
Did you succeed?
Yes, with one
Oh my
thread.
God.
You take 1 strain for having to lie, but she says, "Okay."
Is there anything else in this room beside her?
Well, like you said, it's a church, so there's a pew up front. There's kind of water in kind of bowls and some plants around by the exit, the front of the room. And but after saying okay, she's still looking at you and says, are you going to be long?"
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What are you doing?
I'm doing what anybody does in a place like this, praying.
I didn't realize there was a church in this building. It's rather interesting.
It's a kind of a family-only thing.
I see. You're a member of the Atlas family?
Not born. They would never accept me, but yes, married in. My name is Pollyanna Blank.
That is okay. Wait, repeat the name.
Pollyanna Blank.
Blank. Man, you really had
Blank.
trouble thinking of a last name. Anyway,
No, it's a reference. Fuck you.
I can't think of what it's a reference to. But anyway,
The sheriff. By the way, I'm gonna mention it because he mentioned it. The sheriff's name is also Blank.
oh shit. Oh,
That's not what the reference is to, but just
Oh,
just because you would remember.
shit. Okay, I say, but wait. I say, is that your maiden name?
Yes.
Oh.
she says.
I see.
Atlas is my.
Yeah, obviously. Who
my
are you
husband's
married
name.
to? Are you married? Who are you married to?
I was married to Jonathan, but he passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened to him?
He was old. I'm old. It was natural.
I see. Well, I'm just gonna leave you be with your prayers. I'm gonna go back to. Was there another way through the vents? Like
You should have
Yeah.
totally tried to proselyte, or whatever it's called, the Jedi, religion on her.
Oh, be like.
Try to convert her right there.
Yep, do you feel the force? Nope, I can't. I
You
can't.
sense that she
I'm a
seems
repairman. What'd you say?
You sense during the conversation that she seems uneasy, and perhaps even with the answer she told you, she might not have been entirely happy with them.
Happy with Jonathan's death?
Yeah, or anything she told you. You sense a sense of unease there.
Well, I say, don't worry about me. I'm just a humble repairman. I'm gonna go back through the vents, and I go back in.
Okay.
I close back up and just start continuing.
Okay, so do you go all the way up to the top floor?
I can't wait for after we've left her to be like, hey, I met the repair woman, and people are gonna be like, what repair woman? There was a woman in the vents. You're going crazy. Anyway, so
It's dementia.
I go up through the vent. Do I reach another exit?
Yes, and this time you can kind of peer in and you see kind of 3 men sitting around the table, kind of thinking and talking, and it looks like a bit of a quarters, like a bedroom. There's 3 or 4 beds there. You recognize Tommy talking to an seemingly older man, and he says, "I'm telling you, it's all sorted. They can't touch me. I don't know about you though. I'm still trying to figure out that."
Who said that? Tommy or the older man?
Tommy said that.
You said there's 3 people?
Yeah, there's another one, a younger one.
I keep listening.
They just the moment they're just like thinking, and then after a little while he says, "Why'd you have to go and do it?" And then the older man says, "I wasn't thinking, Tommy. You know how things are. You know how things are. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't myself." We're not in the war anymore, Arthur. You can't go around doing shit like this. And then Tommy begins to leave the room.
Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. I am going to... the young guy, what does he seem to be doing?
Seems to just be sitting there, like, not wanting to be involved with this.
It's awkward.
So at this point, the older guy puts his head in his hands and just, like, seems mournful.
Does the young guy look like he might leave anytime soon?
Seems like he's been there a while. Has a cigarette, has like an ashtray, has a bag.
Does he look like one of the guards?
No,
oh.
He's wearing a suit and has a really nice trim haircut.
Huh. I say, oh no, I don't say anything. Oh man.
What was that in the vents?
Just a repair woman.
Okay.
That'll be 4 challenge success. Okay.
I don't quite remember hiring you, but all right.
And then I have to lie to Tommy. 12 challenge success. Okay, I guess you're the repair woman. Eventually, everyone thinks I'm the repair woman, and I just stay here.
Even we think you're the repair woman.
You even convince us you're just a repair woman.
I convince myself I am. I forget who I was. I'm like, I guess I've always been the repair woman. Okay.
So we're approaching the hour. So if Toe wants to go grab something to eat,
yes.
If not, I'm gonna go piss really quick. I'll be like a minute, and then we'll continue this. All right, Marshall? So have a think about what you want to do.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be right.
This is just getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah, this is a little mad.
I'm thinking, guys, I want to bust in there and talk to Arthur, but I'm afraid this young kid might get in the way.
I mean, what? You could just kill him.
What the no?
That is totally the Emperor speaking right there.
No, I think it's
I
Merkaba
have no
speaking.
clue what you're talking about. The who?
The what?
No, I am only me.
Maybe I could like throw a rock out, have the kid go after the rock, then I grab Arthur and bring him into the vents with me.
And then you kill him.
No!
And then kill the kid.
And then kill Tommy.
Okay, I'm back. Do you know what you want to do? Did Marshall leave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
I came up with some theories. They're all terrible. They're all fucking
Yeah, we
horrible.
just talked about killing all of them.
Yeah, every time I brought up a plan, Chris was like, and then you kill him. And I'm like, what? No. Okay. So, you know what? Sometimes the car, sometimes the wheels just have to hit the fucking road.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's one of those times. So I'm gonna bust out.
So immediately, like, the younger gentleman pulls a blaster pistol and points it directly at your head. What the fuck are you doing here?
I say, oh, sorry, I'm just here to repair the vents.
Make a 2 challenge difficulty and one normal difficulty.
Guys, is there a god? We're about to find out.
If there is one, we're killing him.
Does anyone want to help me with this? How about you, Arthur? You want to help me lie?
I'll send you some good vibes, but...
Yes!
Oh my god!
You take 1 strain, and he says, by being inside them.
I'm up to 9 strain, just on all this shit. By being inside them? I say, well, you know, there was a clog. We're fairly certain that there was some sort of animal lodged inside, maybe a tropical bird that one of the guests brought in and got stuck. we're still looking into it.
So and he like points towards the vent and says, "So look into it."
Well, I am. I'm investigating every alcove to make sure the bird, which we believe might be poisonous, hasn't broken in and started biting people.
Okay, thanks for the information. I'll let Tommy know.
Have you
Gonna head
seen a
back
bird
into the
around
vent.
here, I say?
No, we haven't seen a bird around here.
Ah, how about you? And I look at Arthur. Does Arthur say anything?
I don't know why my microphone wasn't working.
Oh, okay.
Ah, must not have been. He said, so the younger gentleman says he's not talkative right now.
Oh, what happened?
Listen, if you're here to investigate the vents, investigate the vents. Get back in there. Go away. We don't need any visitors right now.
Yeah. By the way, could you go talk to one of the guards downstairs and ask him to start tapping on the vents to make sure that the birds they start moving upwards, because that's what I'm trying to get him to do.
Sure, we'll work.
What?
Sure, we'll work on that. We'll get around to it.
Well, I mean, if you don't do it now, we might have a full-blown problem on our hands. And
How about you go do it? You got all the authority of John Atlas.
I'm inside the guy. Wait, could you repeat your name again? Did you say you were John? John? Is that short for Jonathan?
No, Jonathan was my uncle's name.
Yep, that makes more sense. By the way, there's a woman downstairs who seemed rather upset. Maybe you should check on her.
Paulie's always upset. Don't mind her. She's a woman.
She mentioned you by name. That is, wow. Okay, Kasari's not cool with that. He knows I'm a woman, right?
I don't know if you can tell. You've just been climbing through the vents. You're probably dirty.
Yeah, I'm covered in like muck and I have like a hood on.
You're also like mid-puberty, right? So it might not be that obvious.
I'm just the vent rat they send in to like
You fit into tiny
to
spaces.
apparently scare off tropical birds.
Poisonous tropical birds.
Yeah, they're very poisonous. I actually hate doing it because every time they bite me and then I have to go to the hospital.
So, are you gonna go back into the vent, or like, is he still pointing his gun at your head?
I say, hey, mister, why don't we lower the gun? This will make me nervous.
I'll throw the gun when you get back in the vent.
I'm just here to do a job, eh?
Hey, I'm sure you are, but I don't know if the contract specified, but this room is not in the job description.
Hey, what's that? And I tackle him and start beating the fuck out of him.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh no! Oh
I'm gonna try to knock him out.
no! Roll initiative. You are prepared.
Oh god. I can't go back in the vent now.
Should have just gone back in the vent.
Why? I need to talk to Arthur. I'm not gonna look. Besides, I'm reckless.
That is true.
And besides, these kinds of things are about making memories. I will always remember this session. Jesus Christ, what's my initiative? Is Arthur's, I'm guessing, not participating?
Well, why are there two NPCs that?
Damn it, Arthur, I'm here for you! God damn it, Arthur. I'm so pissed. Also, are we gonna have music? This is awkward.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Get the Benny Hill theme.
I'm not used. I wasn't expecting this.
I wasn't expecting this.
The Benny Hill theme, though.
Oh, I fucked up.
Okay, I
Yes,
found it.
yes, you
I
did.
just randomly typed this in, so you know, if the song is bad, the song is bad. All right.
It's going to be perfect, Putty.
Okay, I'm glad. Well, you
It
have
is
the first,
perfect.
You have the first turn, Marshall.
Okay. This is great. I'm already into this.
It's real fitting music.
This is my beat, man. So I'm just gonna jump at him. I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna punch him, and I'm gonna use my force power to put strain on him.
Okay.
And I'm attempting to deal strain damage with my punches.
Right. Roll the too difficult. I'm gonna change the music.
This is great. What is
No,
this?
it's perfect.
What did you type in to find this, buddy?
Shootout song.
Kind of like it.
It's too difficult. He doesn't have any melee defense because he's literally wearing a suit.
Yep. That's why I decided to take it when he was weak. I'm also gonna use my suffer.
God, this music.
I'm changing it! Fuck you all.
It was amazing, like genuinely amazing, buddy.
I loved it. My favorite thing that I've ever fucking
I
done.
was getting real into it.
Fuck you all. Fuck you all.
I really like
That's
it.
the wrong song. That's when you guys had the big encounter thing.
That's what we call a good old fashioned. And I kiss my fist and I say, success.
Okay, so how much damage did you do?
So I deal 8 damage with the punch, and then I'm gonna use I suffer 1 strain on the force power to deal 3 strain to everyone engaged with me. I'm guessing Arthur isn't engaged because he's on the bed.
No, he wasn't on the bed. He was sitting in the chair, so he's engaged too.
Fuck! Arthur's don't get knocked out. I need you. If you get knocked out, I'm gonna have to stuff you in the vents. It's gonna be a whole process. We can barely fit Sless in, so I don't know how I'm gonna get you in.
Okay, big right hand straight to the face of John, and you knock a tooth out, and it flies across the room.
Strain! Strain!
You still knock a tooth out. You're punching him.
He can't sleep a tooth back.
And clearly, your ebb and flow is having a direct effect on his mind, and he's like, "Ugh, no." And then, but he stands up straight. He's still conscious and even more determined, seemingly, to put you out of your misery. And is that the end of your turn?
That's my turn.
Can you end it next?
Yep.
Okay, he's going to click a button on his blaster pistol. One day I will loop the music. I will shoot, and he's going to shoot.
I'll probably say it with me. That day is not today.
That day is not today. Do you have any range defense?
I do not. I only have my good looks.
Well, not right now because you just went to event. He's going to deal 8 damage to you.
Okay, I will soak.
As strain, sorry, as strain.
Oh, okay. Well, I soak 5 of it up and take 3. And let me see if I can actually... I don't think I can use Mind Bleed to deal strain. Yeah, no.
Okay, so he hits you in like the rib, and you can tell that the blaster is on stun, and it doesn't really do much to you. And yeah, that's the end of his turn. Arthur hasn't really reacted to the situation.
He's like smoking a cigar. He's like, oh fuck. Okay. I'm gonna punch again. This time I'm gonna use the flow force power to regain some strain. What happened to the music?
It didn't get looped.
It's awkward.
It is. I'm looking for new music. You
Also-
know I'm bad at this.
I'm also gonna suffer 1 strain to upgrade my check. Now we're talking.
This is perfect.
Okay, that's another 8 strain damage from the right hook, and I'm gonna use the 2 light side points to heal 2 strain.
Okay, as you come in with the right uppercut, you catch him sweet in the chin, and he is knocked out cold.
Can I use an incidental to say, Arthur, I just want to talk. I'm not here to hurt you, I swear.
Okay, so that's the end of combat.
Awesome. Cool.
So,
because I guess Arthur probably isn't in good enough shape to take on apparently this crazy cave dweller who just came out of the.
I mean, he didn't react much to what was actually going on.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so I sort of close the door and lock it.
Okay, you can do that. There's definitely a switch for that there.
Okay, and I say once again, that's just so that no one. Anyway, Arthur. I know that you probably are wondering what the fuck just happened. Probably got a lot of questions.
That thought may have crossed my mind.
Yeah, and once again, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not with the huts. I'm you know, I know what you did, but you know, I'm not here to talk about that right now. I'm here to talk about your illness.
Which one?
You have multiple?
I've been to a couple doctors, and there's some physical stuff, and there's some mental stuff.
The crystals in your blood.
Ah, yeah. That's more recent.
I have the same illness.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's nasty. Gets worse and worse every day.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Isn't this your first day?
Yeah, so I'm just making small talk.
Okay. He says, yeah, so I got it like 2 weeks ago. I was trying to defend one of the shipments from getting through, and it didn't really work. Tom told me not to do it, but that's the other part of that's my other illness. I just can't stop myself sometimes.
Yeah, I have a similar problem. I look to the knocked out man. Then I turn back and I
War fucked with all of us, you know. Nobody came back the same.
Yeah, the war. You fought in it?
2-3 years. Well, it wasn't as much as others. They gave us the worst jobs though. It was on Malachor. Nearby anyway.
I'm too young to have. Well, I wasn't there, but I read about most of the major battles. I was wondering if you knew how to fix the blood problem. From what the doctors told me, I'd need a blood transfusion. Have you tried that?
That's what I keep hearing, and we were sorting it out, but it's hard because we don't have any shipments coming through recently, so I haven't been able to get in or out. And then today happened, and now I feel even more trapped.
Yeah. Why did you do what you did at the casino?
I don't know. I don't remember. It was one of those incidents, you know? Like, since I came back from the war, I just have flashes where everything goes black and I wake up and I've done something.
Yeah. So, it wasn't your fault, it sounds like.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to take responsibility when you've killed a man.
Certainly. Well, what are you planning on doing? Are you going to hide here, like, forever?
I want to give myself in, but Tommy won't have it.
Why not?
He says he won't let those huts take one of the family.
What does he plan on doing?
I don't think he has a plan yet. He set it up so that they can't touch him. He has insurance. I think we should use the guns to fight back if he really wants to protect us. But he says we can't do that. It's the only insurance we have.
What if I had something that could help everyone in this situation?
You got a time machine, Missy?
Unfortunately not. But what if I could broker a deal between you guys, the Huts, and the Republic that would mean... Well, actually, fuck the Huts. We're cutting them out of this. But you... I don't have a deal for the Huts. They're just going to be angry. But, you know, they're always angry about something, so who gives a shit? Anyway, I got a deal for you guys and the Republic. You guys have guns that the Republic wants pretty badly. I know that Tommy has them. They're probably the guns you were just talking about, I'm assuming.
He smiles.
Yeah, so, you know. Anyway, Tommy doesn't want you to die. And personally, I don't know if it's fair for you to die either. Because you've got a mental illness, and that's something that should be treated and not you shouldn't be punished for it. So, what if we, myself and my Jedi companions, snuck you off the planet? The Hutts would have no idea what happened. You'd be gone. We could take you to Naboo or some other place where you could get treatment and you could hide from them. In exchange, your brother returns the weapons to the Republic.
Tommy can already sneak me off the planet. The reason why we haven't done it already is because that doesn't avoid the reaction of the Hutts. It's not just about me. If the Hutts don't get what they want, they're just going to start a civil war.
What if the Hutts blamed someone else?
Now you're talking.
If the Hutts blamed us, there would be no civil war. We could take the brunt of the blame.
You want to take the blame for killing that dude? I think there's enough evidence not to let that fly.
No. Not for killing the dude. For taking you off the planet.
No matter who takes me off the planet, if they don't get me, there's going to be a civil war. It doesn't matter that I was snuck off by Tommy. It matters that they don't have me. They'll send Guilherme after me or something.
Wait, they have Guilherme? I thought Guilherme works for Tommy, or works for the Jackers, who doesn't... Wait, I say, wait, they can send Guilherme? I thought they
sent Guilherme after Jesse.
But they don't like Guilherme anymore. They're planning,
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Jesus.
shit. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but... Look, all I know is this. They are not liking the Jackers.
But hey, no, he says he puts his hand up. But hey, I use Guilherme as an example. There are 100 Guilhermes out there.
Huh.
Whether it doesn't matter who it is, the Reavers, the Vosses, whatever mercenary they choose, I'm sure they could pick one up.
Can you think of a way for the Republic to get the guns without, you know, everything going to hell here?
I'm afraid you misunderstand. I don't want the Republic to get the guns.
What do you want, Arthur?
I guess what Tommy wants. I'm not supposed to be the brains around here. Like I said, I want to turn myself in. I think it's for the best. I've been living a dead life ever since I came back anyway.
Do you know where the guns are?
Oh, he laughs for like a good minute and then says, no.
Why, they wouldn't tell you?
Tommy wouldn't tell any of us, let alone me.
But you suspect they're in the building.
Oh, I'm almost certain they aren't.
Really?
I'm almost certain they're not on the planet.
What? Where would he keep them? Besides the planet? I guess you don't know. Do you know of any places he has vaults or hideouts?
Corellia would be the main one. We're trying to move in there. Get bookies on the tracks for the races.
Son of a bitch. I don't want to go back there. Does Tommy have a room? A computer? Notes?
Yeah, sure. His office is in that hallway. He's in it though.
You sure? He's definitely in it right now.
That's where I assume he went, unless he went downstairs to talk to Polly.
You're being very helpful, by the way. Thank you. You're very personal. You're a nice guy. I like you.
Maybe I'm having one of my episodes, he says.
You might be, but in that case, you know, your episodes... I like you.
Hey, like I said, I just want to turn myself in, so I'm living my last days. Live well, you know what I mean? Tell people things.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And also, like I said, I'm not meant to be the brains of the operation.
Clearly.
Wow, he says.
I'm just kidding.
You come in here, you knock out my brother, baby brother.
It's just a little bit of light banter. It's a joke.
Can you leave me to die in peace now?
Are you dying right now?
Metaphorically.
Okay. What should I do about your brother?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Should I like sit him up? Should I?
You
put
want
him
my?
in...
Oh, that brother. Okay. He thought you were talking about Tommy. He said he picks him up and puts him on the bed. I'll deal with him. But if you want my advice about the other brother of mine, my best advice to everyone is to stay the fuck out of his way. Doesn't seem to have ended well for anybody who's tried.
Huh. Yeah. I say, well, thank you. It was very good to meet you, sir. I shake his hand.
What was your name?
I'm Kasari.
Kasari...
Lassiter.
Lassiter. Arthur Atlas. It's been nice.
Please don't tell your brother I was here.
He just smiles.
Oh, God.
Well, all I can expect is his good word. He seems like a nice fella.
Like he says before you leave, like I said, like you said, I tell people a lot.
Oh, no. I'm like, hey, brother, the repairwoman just came in. I say, well, okay, at this point, he's probably going to tell his brother. So I'm not going to kill him. I like him. So I think it's time to go crazy. What do you guys think I should do? Think I should just go in, beat the... Oh, also, all my strain gets healed. But do you think I should just go in and beat the fuck out of his brother now? Knock him out, then steal all his shit? Hold him hostage?
Sure.
We could just bring this up to fucking 11 here. You guys want to bring this up to 11?
I'm fine with bringing it up to 11.
What does Chris think? What does Charles think?
Yeah, I think we'll just burn it down and deal with it later. Let's go.
Bring it up to 11.
Put it down, let the Republic deal with it later.
We're not burning anything down. I'm knocking out someone and stealing their shit.
Well, we would definitely know where the thing is. It's probably on his computer.
Oh my god. What if you hid the dude in the vents? Just tied him up there and left him there.
Apparently the vents are too small for like full-grown men. Isn't that right, Putty?
That is right.
Yep. So we'd probably accidentally like squeeze him to death if we tried to put him in there.
And what about the bird?
The bird was a metaphor. The bird isn't real.
Oh.
What? Jack says? Well, not Jack. John says, waking up.
No, what? No, I hit him again with a frying pan. You're supposed to stay down.
Okay, so Kasari, what are you doing right now?
I think we're gonna go hot. I'm gonna go into his office.
You're gonna walk into what you could suspect to be Tommy's office?
Well, I'm gonna check the. Is there a hallway? Like, what's in between me and the office?
It's a hallway, and there's like a few doors, but one of them looks clearly like more office door, and then the others are open, and these seem to lead to bedrooms.
Is the hallway empty?
Yeah.
Do I hear any?
There's stairs at the other end.
Do I hear any voices?
No, you wouldn't hear any voices.
I slip up to the door I believe to be the office, and I look through the crack in it. Is there a crack?
Yeah, sure. There's a crack, and you can see Tommy writing on a piece of paper. There's no computer in the room. It seems like a very bare bones room. It's got tables. It's got a collection of kind of liquor and spirits and a few glasses.
Okay, I'm gonna try to slip in.
Stealthily?
Nice and quiet, like, yeah.
Are you trying to not be seen by him?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be a 3 challenge dice stealth check with 2 setback because you're opening a door.
Yo, there's nothing that she can't do right now. I'm gonna flip Destiny and downgrade one of the challenge.
Sounds good.
Damn it!
Damn.
So it takes 2 strain, and you know that he notices you, but he doesn't stop writing.
That's weird. These people are also chill about everything.
He seems to finish and then turns to you and says, "You're not supposed to be up here."
I'm not?
He laughs.
No kidding. You've got really good security, by the way. It took me.
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
sure I do. Well, I mean, we have been really tied up with this tropical bird thing, and then
Who the fuck told you about the tropical birds?
He hands you the piece of paper and says, "Could you give this to Polly? I hear you're acquainted."
Who the fuck's Polly?
Pollyanna, the woman.
Oh,
you
the
met in
girl.
church.
What does the paper say?
It's folded up and in an envelope at the moment.
I say, you want me to bring this to Polly?
Sure. I mean, you seem so well acquainted.
Who told you I met with her?
Polly.
God damn it! Everyone here is just fucking blabbering. I say, and you're not upset about me being up here?
Life's too short to be upset.
Yeah, okay, everyone here is stoned.
You're not gonna, like, have me murdered?
Why would I have you murdered? You're an
He
atlas.
says, pulling out a cannon.
Did you say I'm an asset?
An atlas.
Oh, an atlas. Oh, I'm an atlas. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kasari, you're an atlas.
This
Also,
feels...
he waits for a second and says, "Also, I know who you and your friends are. I don't think I could have you murdered if I tried."
Okay, that's a fair point.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not with my friends right now. I bet you could have me murdered at the very least.
Are you trying to
What?
get killed?
He says, "Maybe, but again, I don't see the point."
Look, I know you have a shipment of weapons,
Oh, good.
and I was wondering if you could stop having those and give them to us.
That would be a no. In fact, funny thing. I have some people. The weapons are with people that I trust right now, and if anything were to happen to me, I'll make sure those guys will make sure that those weapons find their way into the hands of the Mandalorian Death Watch.
What if we did a deal? Is there anything you would want in exchange for the weapons?
Oh, that's a very, very powerful amount of insurance. And you'd have to give me something that I couldn't get by just having the weapons and using them as leverage. And I've got a very important meeting in 4 days. So I don't feel like I should conduct any really important business before then.
With the senator?
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh no.
She's the one coming in 4 days.
Is she now? That's interesting.
I have a very, very valuable object that may be of interest to you in exchange for the weapons.
Is it a valuable object because the Republic wants it?
I don't know if the Republic wants it. I never asked.
In that case, it seems less valuable than my current acquisition.
So the reason you want your items is because the Republic wants your items?
The reason why I want my items is because the Republic doesn't want the Mandalorian Death Watch to have them, which means that with my plans in place, I'm pretty safe right now.
You're using them as okay, so just get this straight. You're using it as leverage so the Republic doesn't wipe you out.
Doesn't lay a finger on me.
I mean, were they before?
No.
Are
But
you,
some people are ambitious. Sorry, Lester.
are you also using it to protect the Jackers or just yourself?
It's just myself at the moment.
Huh.
I don't have any business with the Jackers.
Well, have you ever considered the idea that if you just give the weapons to the Republic, that it will establish a beneficial relationship between you instead of this sort of hostage situation you're doing?
It's a short-term gain. If I give up the weapons, I've lost all of my leverage.
Yeah, but the leverage, I mean, eventually the Republic will get nervous. I mean...
Good.
Yeah, but aren't you worried they'll send people to just steal the weapons?
They don't know where they are. I think they've sent a few people, and to my knowledge, and I have a lot of knowledge, nobody's very close to finding them. Plus, if they get close, we could always just sell them. They don't want to get too close because they don't want them being sold. That would be a disaster for them.
don't they just wipe out the Death Watch?
Oh. Only they could. But it doesn't matter. The Death Watch, the Criminal Exchange Syndicate, there's always customers.
Huh. Well, you give me a lot to think about. You might want to bring an ice pack to your little brother.
Okay. Could you take this to Polly for me?
Sure.
And he kind of goes back to his desk.
Now I tackle him. No, I'm just kidding. No, I leave. There's I don't know. I mean, this guy's 20 steps ahead of us. He's 20 steps ahead of everyone. If I beat him up,
it's almost like the GM's playing him or something.
If I beat him up, the Republic will lose the weapons, so that's not an option. And I feel like I've already pushed my luck with this motherfucker enough. The fact that he isn't having me murdered is pretty great. So I'm just gonna go downstairs. I'll bring the letter to the woman.
Take the elevator. It'll be hilarious.
Come up to. Actually, I'm gonna come. Can I take the Can I take the fucking ventilation shaft down to the woman?
Sure, but Arthur looks at you really weird.
I give him a salute as I go back down.
Okay, so So you're gonna give the letter to Polly?
I go up to Polly and I say, Tommy wanted me to give this to you. I'm not sure why he didn't just talk to you, but here's a letter.
Oh, I know what this is. It's not for me. I need to send it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, have a good day. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, you too, maintenance woman.
Yes, all tropical birds have been dealt with, and I go back into the go back into the ventilation shaft. I'll go down.
Okay. Pop back out on the casino floor, I guess.
Yep, covered in filth.
Covered in filth.
Covered head to toe in shit. And I say,
you all reunite.
I say, Celeste, I've got bad news. And worse news, and it's all just shit, really.
I stare blankly at her.
At
Kasari.
I say, does anyone have a towel? I just feel really mucky right now.
Do I have a towel on my utility belt?
I'll say you have it like a small cloth, like a cloth.
I hand her a small cloth.
Start to wipe off my face and some of my clothes, and I say, well, anyway, the
By the time you finished on your face, the cloth is filthy. So you cover your face is fine, but the clothes is not helping.
Oh, I give it back.
Is it the same cloth?
I hold out my hand. Say, keep it.
Okay. So I say, I talked to Arthur, and he's really depressing, very morbid. And I talked to Tommy, and I talked to just about every motherfucker up there that I could find. And it turns out that that Tommy doesn't have the weapons on this planet. They're hiding them somewhere. Could be anywhere in the galaxy, I suppose.
So we're not going to be able to stop the deal.
Well, he even said that if we attacked him or we did anything to Tommy or them on this planet, they just sell the weapons to the Death Watch. So even if we went in guns blazing right now, killing Tommy and stealing all the documents he has, by the time we found out where the weapons were, they'd be gone. And in the hands of the Death Watch. So that's no go. I mean,
the best thing we can do is report all of this to the Republic so they can start prepping to deal with the Death Watch.
I'm also fairly certain that Tommy's making some sort of deal with the Senator in a few days. He said he's meeting with her. Well, he all but said that he's meeting with her. He implied it heavily.
I
also, John's
find this all very troubling. And also very frustrating. Well then, I guess we have to find Jackson Reaver.
How's Jackson Reaver gonna help?
Well, you might know where the shipment is. The Republic certainly suspects it.
Why do they think
No,
Jackson...
that's not true. The lead you were given was that there were 6 shipments. Jackson was one of the dummy shipments. So he might something about the order, but
wait.
At this point, you know where this...
Sorry, buddy. Did you just say there were 6 shipments and 5 of them were dummies?
I did.
And the 6th one was captured?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
I think the people who were taking the actual shipment must have been the dummies.
I'm starting to think that they have tried to screen this as well as they could, but the Republic just couldn't do it, you know? So...
It's stupid!
And what I'm also thinking is there's some really classy motherfucker out there right now who's just fucking everyone over, so we should find him.
Didn't you just meet him?
Oh, I guess that was Tommy? Yeah, okay. This is called the High Roller. Fuck! Okay. It's called the High Roller Suite. Fuck. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
I can't believe I didn't say bada bing, bada boom. That guy.
I turn to
Are you the realest guy in
Cedric
the
and
room?
say, "Are you all willing to help me find this ship?
As far as I'm
Of course,
concerned,
I'll still take you to Ballister as promised."
as far as I'm concerned, I've got 2 major goals right now. I need to get the blood poisoning out of me because I'm no good to my my master if I have that in me. And as soon as I'm done doing that, I'm headed to Utapau.
What's on Utapau?
I believe Shao's there.
Your
That's quite a
master?
leap there.
The whole reason I came on this trip is I heard from someone I heard from Master Dorak that Shao may have been seen on Utapau.
Damn it, Dorak, you do spill a lot of beans.
He's a chatty man.
He's...
Yes, she was last on Utapau, from what I heard.
That's not what you hear.
Putty, I love you correcting
Well.
us. Like, you're like, no.
That's what Cedric says.
Oh. Does he have to roll a deception check?
Yeah, Cedric has to roll a deception check against Kasari's discipline.
Oh.
What's your discipline?
Pretty decent. Would have been better, but anyway. It's gonna be 2 challenge and 1 difficulty. Oh,
Yeah, totally bluffed it.
damn.
You think he's telling the truth? Cedric, you take 1 conflict for lying to a Padawan.
Wait, actually, don't you get like some kind of boost when it comes to detecting that he's lying, Marshall?
Do I? What for?
I thought because you know.
Oh, yeah, 'cause Cedric's
failed
bad at
to
lying.
bluff to you so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. No.
Failed bluffing.
That's right. He gets a setback.
Okay, roll the setback. I don't think a setback's capable of...
Damn it. Yeah, but it can increase the threat at least. And fuck him up more.
You take 1 conflict for lying to an innocent young Padawan. But she believes him.
Also, I'm not sure how innocent she is anymore. She rubs shoulders with so many criminal organizations at this point. It's ludicrous. How many mob bosses she's been in a room with. More
It's
than
only like 3.
that is. How many mob bosses were you in a room with when you were 15?
12.
I had
once.
killed my little sister at that point, though.
Gotcha.
I've once been in a room filled with Hut crime lords.
And I was 5.
I had like a silverback.
I haven't even gotten my first Wookiee pelt then.
Oh, my story was wrong. Right. Well, do you leave the higher before we enter this session? I feel like you guys need to like be somewhere. So like, what are you guys doing?
I am dragging
I
them
say
off
we get the hell off
to get the
planet.
arms.
There's nothing.
I want my arms, god damn it!
Oh man,
Okay,
they're gonna charge you
should
so
we-
much. Wouldn't it be cheaper to go to Naboo and get them? You can get them legally there. We won't have to deal with all this bullshit.
You
Look,
wanna do
I
your
bring them
arm
illegally.
I got a
Should
specific
we
prototype.
do Charles' arm thing and then we leave?
So you're sure? Okay, but are you actually buying 4 of these motherfuckers?
Need backups.
That's insane. You don't buy backups for insanely expensive things in advance. That makes that is so stupid. Like, you're planning on going through 3 more arms?
I'm not planning on doing it, but
He's
I've
already
lost
gone through
already.
2.
This is like
I got through 2
This is
in
like-
4 planets.
This is like getting an engagement ring and saying here, and you get on one knee and you open the box and there's 3 rings inside because you're like, honey, I know you're forgetful, so here's his backup.
No, this is even worse. This is going to buy an engagement ring and getting 3 because you think you might have to make multiple proposals.
That's true.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, pretty much that.
Hey man, I mean it's Chris's money, so fuck it if you want to spend it. It ain't my money. Are you cool with this, Chris? You cool with like him spending like all your money?
It's a 10th of his money.
100,000 credits is a 10th of his money. I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain Chris doesn't have 1,000,000 credits. I was the GM of the last campaign.
Chris,
You gave him 1,000,000 credits.
Did I?
Yeah, that was the
Yes.
Emperor's funds.
Man, I thought I gave him 250,000. Man, I gave him way too much money.
Yeah, you did. Anyway.
that gift is perfect.
That is a legitimate example of what is happening.
I say, so are we going to go buy your arm and leave as soon as possible?
Also, one of my favorite episodes of SpongeBob.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hash
Yeah,
bringing
so
slash bringing.
okay, here's the thing: we can either buy the arms or we go to Naboo. One of the two.
Why not both?
Yeah, I mean, we
I
can
say
do both.
buy
We can
the
do
ar-
both. We can do both. Let's buy the arms. Let's do it. If you want your arms so bad and you want to get 4 of them, and apparently Chris is
I'm not
actually
here
this
saying
is
about
money.
4. I really don't mind, but that's what the deal is currently. We can go to Naboo, but it depends if we
I
can
mean-
get this
I
arm
mean,
type.
But what about Malice there?
And then we go back to Malister.
I say,
genuinely believe
look,
Alistair's
I
a
can
bad
say that the 4 arms are a bit too rich for my contact's blood, and that he'll just do 2. Okay, so you can have an extra one in case they don't have your brand or whatever.
My brand.
That makes sense. And then it would be best if you had the money on you.
Yes,
But then,
yes, it would
but then
be.
they said they don't have them in the
Yes,
store.
we would have to make it drop.
If we make that drop, could we make that drop in Naboo? So then we go to Naboo.
Yes,
Depends how quick-
so
yes,
quickly
I
they
can-
go.
Wait. The Chop Shop run by Bobby the Butcher is definitely an interplanet organization.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I went to one of his stores
say-
in Corellia, clearly.
I say, look, I can talk to him. Give me the deposit, and I can ask him whatever we need to ask him.
Yeah, just ask
We
for
even
shit.
get a discount if you don't have it installed by him.
Yeah, I'm sure McCarver can install it for us.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have med droids.
Yeah, like worst case scenario. Well, let's
So-
not think about that.
I take the 25,000 credits if Murkoff gives them to me.
Yep, I'll give you 15k for now. Cedric, you need
What?
just.
The deposit amount is 25,000.
I know Cedric's gonna pay 10 of it at least.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I'll give you 10,000.
Okay.
Pocket, or do you need to access your?
No, I have 15 grand on me.
So you don't have to
I-
access your Emperor's funds.
Not yet.
I take these funds and I head to the chop shop.
Okay, you give your weapon and you walk in. Bobby takes your arm back and says, "All right, are we still good with what we agreed with the other day?"
It seems as though 100 grand is too rich for my contact's blood, but he is willing to do just 2 arms instead of the 4.
Well, now we're moving out of wholesale territory and we're more on a customer by customer basis.
Yes.
Naboo! Those motherfuckers wouldn't rip us off.
It's unfortunate, but I do have the deposit cash, and he plans on installing it himself.
Okay, if he plans on installing it himself and he wants 2 arms, we can probably do 28k each. So you're looking at about 56k.
Okay. And if I place the deposit, the initial deposit, we can finish paying for it at delivery?
Yes, but if he wants to install it himself, we can definitely do that. We've got a couple of drops going in at the same day. The deposit will be 10,000 credits since we're at a low price.
I hand him the. I say, and where will this drop be?
What we're going to do is we're going to use the distraction of the senator's visit, and we're going to do it in the garages on the west side of town. 4 days time.
I nod.
Nope. I don't want to be here for 4 days. I'd rather kill myself.
I nod and say, it's unfortunate, but I guess if it's going to take 4 days, then the deal won't be able to go through. It was a pleasure almost working with you.
Yeah, well, that's why we have our safeguard procedures. No problem at all. Pleasure.
The fuck are the safeguard
indeed.
procedures?
He clicks a button.
Oh no.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
You leave.
oh.
You leave, and are you all head? Is the plan now for you all to head back to the ship then?
Yeah,
I guess
I think
do give them back their ludicrous amount of money.
Please, this isn't too much.
like it's a lot for me, but
Honestly,
Or you
Sorry
guys
right
leave-
now has 2,000 credits, and she feels like Donald fucking Trump. She's just like throwing it at people on the street. She's just like, yo.
Before you're able to leave Vitcho, Slash, you do get a text message on your comlink from an unknown number saying to meet him by a certain garage.
I heard you were looking for arms.
I say, before we leave, may I meet with an old friend?
sure, why not?
Okay. I guess I am going to, keeping my weapon very close to me, meet by that garage.
Okay, so you walk, you see a figure, and as you get closer, you notice in a kind of trench coat and hat is a Twi'lek male who flashes you a badge, and if you look at it, it's very clearly an official like Republic badge, and he says, I'm in a more secret division than you've been working with.
Oh damn, more secret.
And
I nod.
your case has taken on a different dimension.
I can see that.
Your work has been invaluable in uncovering these mysteries, but I'm afraid we're going to need to exercise more discretion in the future. So we are still willing to pay you half of the payment, but your case is over.
I'm a little angry about this because it feels as though I failed the mission. But I say, if that is what my employers desire, then I am not going to force you to keep me on the job. I will gladly take half my payment.
Go through the usual channels, and your payment will come in within the week.
I nod. Oh, what are the usual channels?
Yeah, you'll know once you get back on the ship, you can probably get access to like an internet thing where you just
Okay.
it'll be coming through.
I then make my leave, and I do inform the group. It seems as though we do not need to hunt down that shipment. The Republic are taking it into their hands directly. So we can head to wherever you need me to go, since you fulfilled your half of the deal.
Well, I think it's Naboo, the Malister.
I said, why are we going to Malister? We're pretty sure it's a trap.
Yes, but if it's a trap, then the people will have had to be there at some point.
So you want to walk into a trap?
Well, slide around the outside and seeing who's laying the trap, yes.
You won't know where the trap is. You'll just walk right into it.
That's why we spread out and separate ourselves.
That will increase our chances!
I say,
pretty
well,
much.
I'm willing to go to as many planets in between Malastare as possible.
Well, actually, Naboo is after Malastare, so you're doubling back.
I meant in a sense, like, I'm willing to go to as many planets to delay the trip to Malastare.
Well, I think Naboo's definitely a stop-off location.
I will say Naboo is further away than Corellia.
Yeah, but we don't want to go back to Corellia.
Oh, you guys didn't have a negative experience.
The reason
We didn't.
The reason Shao wants to go to Naboo instead of Corellia is because Naboo's closer to Utapau. I said Shao, I meant my name, which is Kasari Lassiter. Kasari wants to go to Naboo because Naboo's closer to Utapau, and she feels like if we're going to Corellia, we're taking 2 steps back from her ultimate goal.
Yeah, similarly with Cedric. He wants to go to a few places.
Abednego warning.
Oh yes, that's also true.
There's too many quest
Abednego
lines.
is...
Abednego, yeah, there's stuff going on there, but I want an arm first.
And also, of course, you've still got the Hutt's plan with the Jacker satellite and the Senator's visit. All of those things you might be interested in interacting with.
We get it, Putty. There's quests.
Oh, I'm just saying, reminding you guys in case you forgot that these are things that
Yeah.
that your characters would have in mind. If you choose to ignore them, that's fine. But I need to know that you're choosing to ignore them.
I think
Okay.
Cedric does want to go back to Abednego, but it's not like a high priority for him.
Well, how about we talk about this after the session? This has gone a while. We should probably
Yeah.
Sounds good.
start
All right,
wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm about to be abducted, actually.
Who wants to write the description for this week? Just kidding. It's not a request. It's you, Chris.
Oh no, someone shot me. I am
Chris.
dying.
Chris, give the outro.
Ah, God. Okay, well, everything's on fire. It's about to be a shitstorm. I'm probably gonna die, but hey, you know what? We're one step forward, even if we got our dick stuck in a blender, I guess. So, hey, it's good. Things are looking neutral.